Thomas.
Trapped in Fromville, where nightmares collide. Monsters in the shadows, nowhere to hide. Lighthouse flickers, visions in the dark. Every step forward, another ripped apart. Street filled with whispers, eyes always peek. Nightmares descend, sanity's on the streak. Doors creak open, shadows start to move. Town's got a rhythm, every step's a groove. Farmville nights, monsters out to feed. Trapped in visions, fear plants the seed. Lighthouse calls, but escape's a myth. Nightmares wrap around on an endless drift. Screams echo through the misty air. Every corner turned, you find despair. Hope is a phantom, trapped in the gloom. Monsters own the night, sealing your doom. Town's got secrets, buried underground. Every lost soul, here they are found. Cursed by the darkness, can't break free. Vision after vision, haunting memories. Fromville nights, monsters out to feed. Trapped in visions, fear plants the seed. Lighthouse calls, but escape's a myth. Nightmares wrap around on an endless drift.
We can't help her, she's dead! She's dead, Ethan! People die here! I told you that, it's not make-believe! I told you that bad things happen here, it's not my fault that you didn't listen!
Fromville nights, monsters out to feed. Trapped in visions, fear plants the seed. Lighthouse calls, but escape's a myth. Nightmares wrap around on an endless drift.
Ah! I'm so sorry.
And welcome everybody to a Friday night live stream. Hope you are all having an awesome Friday night. It is finally the weekend, Dana. Couldn't be happier because you know what that means.
I know.
Because we get another episode soon.
I know. Bringing me to tears with that intro.
I can't help it. Hopefully the next episode we will not lose anybody dear to our hearts. We'll have a little bit of a, I don't know, safe space as much as possible and from. But who knows though? Looks like they're trying to kill people off every episode just about, or at least the death is very prominent.
I know. I'm starting to think we're watching Game of Thrones or something now.
It's cutthroat. The game is changing, Dana. The rules are changing. Donna's not appreciating and breaking her down. Boyd's breaking.
No, my girl, my poor girl.
I know you can't because I love Dana. Donna too, and she really is starting to like look rough. Okay, she looked real bad this episode. She's gonna have to eat some crow here at some point.
I know I can't defend her. I can't. And you know, I love me some Donna.
I know you do. This is a hard episode for Dana all around, guys. It's a hard one. But we're going to dive into them paintings, though, Dana, because it is just a treasure trove of deliciousness that they have given us. And what does it all mean? We don't know.
What does it mean?
We don't know. But we're going to try to find out with you guys and see what you guys think tonight, as well as look at some of the screenshots that came out for episode 3. And
I believe so, yes.
See what we can see, if there's anything there. I know I can't wait to see the fact that they're going back to the new village. That's exciting because we got the lake there. And I know a lot of people, including us, think it's like the Lake of Tears.
I know, could be. I
know a lot of you guys out there looking at our Elgin chick. I know we looking at her too. We got a new lake. We got a water chick. What does that all mean, Dana? We don't know. Is she at the bottom of the lake? Is she even attached to the lake? Is she or as you would say, Dana, is she Elgin's mama?
I know.
So many questions, so many mysteries.
Could it be?
Can't wait to
Could it
dive
be?
into it all with you all. It could be.
I
I
know.
don't
Well,
doubt anything.
He never mentions his mom. He only ever talks about his grandma. And now we got this like crazy mystery kimono lady like floating to him and like telling him to hide and stuff. And it's like, why him? Why is she going to him?
What is special about Elgin? We'll have to. Can't wait to find out, right? Because they can't just leave us with that. She's got to come back, right? We're gonna see her again. I don't know. I don't know when.
Could Elgin be a baby of From? Oh no.
We'll find out. I'm hoping we'll get some more answers in this next episode, but I'm hoping we get them on the village because I know they showed some shots of them going back there. Poor Elgin, though. Well, I don't know, though, because, see, a lot of you guys out there saying that she could be sort of a good spirit in a sense, something there to help him. Possible.
But there's so many people in From. Why him? Why protect just him?
It's a good question, Dana.
Be something special about a boy.
That's a good question. I don't have the answer to yet. But we'll see what the chat says, and we're going to say hello. So what's up, guys? Let's see who we got. We got Wayne Fishing hanging out with us tonight. What is up, Wayne? Always happy to see you hanging. And we got Vanessa Wicked. What is up, Vanessa? Hello, Frumley. We got the Grumbledore. Always happy to see you hanging out with us. Anyone else notice in the trailer the skull dude is tethered to the tree just like Kelly was? I did not notice that one.
I did not.
I got to find that trailer just a little bit better. Because I've seen it, but I don't have like my own access to it. Like, to show you guys. That sucks. We'll figure that out. That's all right. See who else we got. We got Baby Clay Media and Reactions hanging out with us tonight. What is up? Hey, from Amelia. We got Delcinia. What is up, honey? Always happy to see you hanging in the chat.
Rock star.
We got Betrayed King. What is up, BK? Always happy to see you. One of the greatest people ever on Discord. If you got a question, he can answer it for you.
Yes. Hello, BK.
We got Pagan Sky hanging out with us tonight. Welcome, welcome. I see Bitey always hanging out. Hope you're having an awesome Friday night.
There's my nemesis.
No, it's the bestest ever. He keeps us safe.
I know.
We're Dungeons and Dragons.
I know. We're going to be getting back to D&D.
I see Woodrow Nichols hanging out with us tonight. What is up? See who else we got as I scroll down. I see Robert Sanders. What is up, hon? Always happy to see you hanging out with us and all of your awesome theories, which we will be having Robert on not this Saturday, but the following Saturday, if I'm not mistaken.
I am so excited.
And by the way, this Saturday we will have Percy with us, guys. So he will be here this Saturday. Percy will be to go over his theories, so we can kind of dive in and dig into the feast that he has of a theory, and then we will do the same for Robert Sanders. And we're going to kind of open that up to a lot of you guys out there in the fandom who want to maybe get out there and kind of really present your theories or talk about it. We're going to sort of have I'm trying to remember how you described it, Dana. What we're going to call them
like a Fromville bonfire discussion with all our family. You're going to come, you're going to talk some From with us. We're going to put you on a nice little pedestal, and you're going to get to talk all your theories and just have some fun with us.
Because I actually like a lot of your guys' theories when I do see them in the Discords or in the chats. I mean, that's what makes this show so much fun, is the amount of imagination that all of us kind of come up with when we're watching this, and how it kind of invokes a lot of these theories that are honestly pretty spectacular, Dana.
I know, like the brains and the minds of the people between like the Discords and Facebook, like I can't keep up.
Oh yeah. Let's see who else we got. We got CJ. There is where it's at, or this is where it's at. Sorry guys, it's been a week. I'll wake back up better. I'll learn how to read better too. Welcome. I see Davis Mills hanging out with us. Welcome, hon. Glad to see you in the chat. I see Jeremy Eisenfire. Welcome. Welcome.
What's up,
Always
Jeremy?
welcome to see you hanging out with us. Also, been hanging out with us on the Monday nights. You guys go over there and sub to Jeremy Eisenfire. Awesome streamer covering some From content as well. I'm sure most of you in the chat know him, but for any newcomers, feel free to. And mods, make sure you can put Jeremy's link in the chat for them. That would be awesome. Thank you. We got Chicago Made Gaming and Media. Welcome, welcome. And let's see, who else do we have? Let's see. Jeremy Bullard. Welcome, welcome. So I think that is everybody. So welcome to all of you tonight. And we're going to dive into it. So, guys, first thing I have up here, and I was just curious because me and Dana were talking sort of in the last couple of days, and we've been just sort of looking at the pictures. And I was just curious, did y'all see this one back here? Sort of, I'm going to call it the spiral staircase, but I wasn't sure if that's what it was or not. And so I've been going around asking people like, hey, do you see this? What is this? So what do you guys think this one is? We're going to do the little, what is it? You know, when you do the psychology test and we all see and you get an image, you can figure out what you kind of say what you think it is.
Oh, the ink blot test.
It's kind of like a version of that, right? That, or we're just at an art gallery and we're gonna sit here and ponder. So get your snacks out, get your enhancements out, whatever you would like to partake in. Yes. We're going to see if we can't figure out the mysteries. Because remember, she was on acid, Miranda was, before she started seeing all this. So maybe we got to be in a certain state. I don't know. Not promoting anything.
I'm telling you, that is why I will never trip. That shit is scary as shit. Now you got somebody who took some acid, hearing voices, seeing visions and shit. I couldn't fuck with it. I couldn't fuck with it.
Wait, what are y'all talking about? What? I missed something today. I don't want to read. Would you like to read the comments?
I am scared to figure out what that insinuates there, Jeremy. with your, it looks like an eggplant.
Are you saying that's what this looks like, Jeremy? I'm so confused. I call it a spiral staircase. What are we looking at? What are we talking about? I missed something in the chat. Was he
referring to our little mystery yellow item that we were like?
I think that is. Is that what you think it is, Jeremy? I'm curious. Is it a yellow something or another? Let's see what else we got. Let's see. Davis Mill says cards. It is possibly some cards. Possible.
Jeremy.
Oh, that. Oh, yeah. We're going to get to that, Jeremy. Don't worry. Matter of fact, don't give it away yet, Jeremy, because you know what? We're going to do that one in just a second to see how good everybody's eyes are. I think I even have the clip so we can watch it. I'll do it with the clip. So hopefully it'll go from like frame to frame and we'll see just how it will, in a nutshell, sum up what this show does to us. But first, let's get to the spiral painting here. And yes,
my cousin. What's up, cousin? What's up, Terry? No, she is not here tonight, people. She is in her own home. She is not here with me tonight.
Woodrow Nichols says it looks like the stairway to the lighthouse. That is awesome. Robert saying the same thing. And I believe we were talking to Real Enigmas and Theories today, and that's what he told us as well. Yeah. So shout out to Real. Miss Delcine, if you wouldn't mind dropping his link as well for us. But yeah, he was saying the same thing, and he's got an interesting perspective on that I will leave for him. I don't know if he's already put it out there or not, so I will leave that for him. Or if he is out there listening and would like to come on and talk about it, more than welcome.
Yes.
But yeah, he's got an interesting take on it. But I do like that you guys were saying that as well as him, because I didn't catch it as the lighthouse steps. I just thought it was another pattern of spirals shown in the show. So when he brought that up today, and now hearing you guys in the chat as well, yeah, definitely looks like it could be the steps to the lighthouse. Awesome catch, you guys. Awesome. I love it, Dana. I love it. So I love collaborating and talking with people, because then it just all comes together so much more beautifully. What is up, Angela? Glad to see you hanging with us tonight. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Yes, we believe it is the lighthouse steps. Now, actually, you guys believe that because I didn't know what it was other than some spiral steps. So, real, all you guys in the chat, y'all got it. I'm on board with it being the steps to the lighthouse. Then we get into perspective. But what does it mean, Dana?
Who knows?
Are they going up? Is it spiraling down? Which way is it going? I'm not even sure. And then what does that mean? Why was she looking at this from which perspective? Was she looking at it from? A lot of questions with that. But again, I love how they're showing these little, and this was just like almost tucked away, right?
Yeah.
Like, because the centerpiece when you're
You
watching
spotted that.
this
I
particular like
did not
frame
see
or
it.
this scene is the boy in white, right? That's like your focus, what she's showing you, and then it's kind of like just off there to the side, along with some of the other ones that are just sort of tucked away. But there was one more I thought was interesting. Right before she reveals that sort of back there, she's kind of going through them. She touches on this one with the pilgrim and the crosses on it. So, we get again. They've showed several images of the pilgrim. We even think that I know possible factions, right, Dana? Like there could be two chosen, one for each side.
Possibly.
So I'm curious if going with that thought process a little bit, and I'm trying to make sure I click the right one and do this right. Where did it go? Got to find the church. Where did the church go? Because we have a image or a painting of the church, and it has these similar crosses on it. So I'm curious if the pilgrim is a chosen. We'll just say maybe for the good side. Not sure exactly, but for our we'll say she's on the good side. If she has these crosses behind her, what if the crosses represent the fallen that came before them, or is it something more? What could it be, Dana? What do you guys think?
I know. What if like the cycles are, since everybody really likes to talk about cycles and that this place follows forms of cycles in a sense. What if every time a new cycle starts, two chosen are picked? We had Miranda and we had Christopher. Looks like we have Tabitha and Jade. I wonder how far back something like that goes. Could the Civil War soldiers be one of those chosen that we saw, and why he's so, prominent in Jade's visions?
It's possible. I mean, there's a lot of possibilities. And I like what you guys are saying about the lighthouse. We're out of the loop, Dana. That's what everybody's told me today. When I asked them about this, I'm like, well, I'm damn. Guys are on it. Yes. Just the same conversations I had with Real earlier. Yes, he is of the same mind. So good call to you guys. I like it because when we were talking about it, I even wondered. So yeah, guys got to go check out Real too because he is on the same wavelength with you guys on that one, and I like it. What does that mean?
That's all we're going to be asking all night, Scarlett. Is what does it mean? What does it mean?
I don't know.
What does it mean?
I just like asking that question because it's very. What does it mean? Gotta know. I feel like that is the show in a nutshell. But yeah, so just curious though, because we get the crosses in the church with the lights coming out of it. Was it worship gone wrong? Was it just perhaps representing of the chosen? Is there something there in this church that they're going to have to find? I mean, the church has always sort of been there, or the building. Father Cautry's been all in it, Sarah Boy, everybody's been kind of all in this place. So wonder what significance there is of this building, because I know we've all kind of said it does stand out compared to the rest of the houses. It seems like it's older. It's not built in the same kind of way. So does that mean this, along with the I was going to call it the shelter, not the shelter, the
elementary school, the clinic?
No, the brain, it's not working. No, the place they all go hide underground, the root cellar. And the little ruined places, are those all from the from kind of carried, like they're like the start of the town, so to speak. Those were there at the beginning.
We do see like there's a mesh, right, of like different times within from, almost like they took pieces and they got like frozen here or stuck here too? Like, what if it's not only people that get stuck here? What if
Mm.
like things can get stuck here too?
Mm-hmm. That's possible. I don't rule out pretty much anything when it comes to this
Right? If
show.
you could enter from anywhere and everywhere and it can be all over, who's to say that it's only people that get stuck here?
That's true.
What if we see random animals the way we see random animals because one of them wandered into from? And
Mm-hmm.
it's not so much as the place giving them sustenance, but a, a random animal just happened to wander and find a way in.
Mm. That's possible. Jeremy Bullard says, wonder if that might be a time cycle involving the stone church building. It's possible. I mean, said the church building, kind of the way they're depicting it, and it's hard for me personally to tell because we're seeing images of what appear to be, to me, I'm assuming that they're all sort of past events more than they are present events or
Mm-hmm.
future events. But there's a few things that could show something other than that. But this one definitely looks like something for me that maybe happened in the past. Like the way she walked the room as he told the story, it just made me think as if Miranda was talking of the past cycles and not so much of the future. Like she knew there would be more coming after her, but she more seemed to talk about the past as she did the future. Because even the people being trapped there, well, there's always been people trapped there. There's always been people holding on to hope, and when hope was gone, they held on
Yeah.
to each other. That kind of seemed. I don't know if he was specifically talking about the way they are now as opposed to in the past, because all we know of the past is prior to. It's only up to Victor. We don't know how the town was prior to that because it seemed as if the town might have been working together in that past cycle to a degree as well. And it seemed as if they were all just in disorder up until the massacre. So it's possible that this is just past events, kind of showing the way I looked at a lot of these was just showing the timeline of From, almost giving us a little peek into what the story or the history of From was. At least that's what I took from the paintings. But again, what did you guys think? Let's see what else you guys are saying in the chat. Jeremy says, yeah, like she saw Tabitha's vision through Jim's point of view, maybe when he was hanging upside down. And yeah, that one would definitely mean then these are past and present if that is the case. Absolutely. And see, I didn't even think that was the staircase until like this afternoon.
Well, if that's the case, then that also means that she's seeing future as well.
Mm-hmm. See, and I just saw it as all past events, sort of like the history of From.
Yeah.
But
She could be
totally could be
seeing,
wrong on that. She could be
she
seeing
could
both.
see, maybe it's past, present, and future.
It is definitely possible. Let's see what else we got. Welcome, PM. Glad to see you hanging with us tonight. And everybody else who has been joining us. Mr. Moon Knight says, could it be Seven Chosen like the Inkiwi kids looking up? I mean, on the spiral staircase, it's possible. Because we don't know. I mean, I'm of the mind that the kids were never in the lighthouse. I'm thinking separate. But then again, the way the boy in white's playing it, it's very confusing as to. I thought that was his home with the toys and stuff. I
Well,
always thought
weren't
those were
people
his.
saying that there were two lighthouses? We saw two different images of what could be interpreted as two separate lighthouses.
Well, they're two different drawings from two. I believe one's from Eloise and one is from Victor. I don't know. I've looked at them and they are different. I don't know if it's just an art style kind of thing or if they're actually like two different lighthouses. I'm still question mark on that for me.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got. Woodrow Nichols says someone suggested that Father Cotchery is an agent of the entity. Well, Father Cotchery that we have now, I definitely think he is no longer our good Father Cotchery, and he is like Abby, but they are.
Same.
That's where I started thinking of the Wendigo stuff, right?
Yep.
Because he's sort of taking on when people die, they're able to the Wendigo's able to sort of I don't want to say embody them, but sort of take them over and make them do things that they shouldn't want to do. I thought they were taken to an even extreme level with From, which I love, because then it's so much deeper. Like they whisper to you, it gets in your head, it makes you think things. The same way like we heard the monsters whisper
Yes.
in the beginning. And so that's where when we get to seeing some of these different I don't even want to call them spirits and monsters and stuff, they give off some of those kind of vibes from time to time. And I
Yep.
definitely think that they are part of the entity and no longer the spirit of sort of Father Cautry or Abby. I even pretty much think the same of Martin. But we'll
Yep.
see. I'm very curious on the town, the new village, to see if Martin's going to turn up there at all. Like even a grave for him.
Yep. But it also gives us another parallel to Lost, right?
Mm-hmm.
With what did they hear in Lost? They heard what they thought were the others whispering, and the man in black was able to take over the form of those who died. And so it's another parallel to me of Lost, and a
Mm-hmm.
darker aspect of what that is. So yeah, I love it.
See what else we got. They remind me of Mother of Dragons says they remind me of crows in that painting. Oh, okay. We see
Oh,
crows.
not
I think
crosses and
that's
maybe
possible. That
crows.
is definitely possible. Cause see, especially when you
Oh,
look at
that's a
this one,
goodie.
like this one right here, the way it's turned, I could definitely see that one being more
Yep.
crow-like.
Look
And
at
again,
you, Mother of
that's what I
Dragons.
love about these paintings, right? Because it's total like perspective. Oh, I love that. It could be the crows.
That's why she's the Mother of Dragons. Look at that.
Let's see what else we got. The Man in Black says, I said the dates on the tower reflect all the chosen. And that is very good, actually, because now we know that Miranda essentially is being the chosen. Perhaps the one date was for her. Maybe that's what is that would be the date for all the failed chosen, for each one that did not succeed.
Oh, and the lighthouse.
Mhm.
Oh,
Very good. I like that. The Man in Black.
you
Awesome.
guys are on fire. Look at that.
And I kind of agree with you that she may not be the next chosen, but I think it's Jade, or it's either Jade and Tabitha, or the chosen for either side. But I
Right?
lean more to Jade if like both Jade and Tabitha were to be a chosen for like the good side, only because I feel like Jade's seen more of what Miranda has seen.
Oh, like they're supposed to come together somehow.
Well, like you know how he was saying she saw visions and she painted all these things. So she painted the soldiers. Hang on, let me do better with my screenshots here. But she did. She painted the soldiers and why is that not looking right? Do it this way. Where was it? Let me turn that one off. But she painted a lot of things that seem to be from past sort of events. She's showing sort of these transformations, showing the kids and sort of how they came to be. But particularly when she's showing, I'm trying to find the soldiers. Where did I put the soldiers? I have the soldiers. But particularly with the soldiers, it really does make me think that. Oh, I had the soldiers day and I got too many screenshots.
Well, that's because you went screenshot happy.
All right, there he is. I knew I had him. I was about to second guess myself. All right. So, yes, there. That kind of makes me think that Jade is more qualified because he has seen not only the soldiers, he saw Christopher, which could have been possibly a chosen. And of my that there could be more than one chosen, right? Miranda may not have been
Yes.
the only chosen.
Yes.
Um, so he has also seen the one dude with the boulder over him. Like he has seemed to see more visions of past events, of cycles, than perhaps Tabitha, who has only seen the children. So is it
True.
possible that Jade is for the good side, and whether Tabitha likes it or not, the bad side has chosen her?
But it still makes me wonder what was so special about Miranda that she was able to hear them prior to entering from. Like, what is still that connection
And them
that
drugs, man, I'm telling you something about the drugs and the way Henry talked about how it was they were going to do this last little trip down memory lane. They took the kids to the grandparents at night. So we got night, we got the drugs, and then who knows what kind of experience they had. And then she just all of a sudden has these visions, right? So you think about rituals, well, we know from nighttime seems to be sort of part of the play there, right?
Yes.
So maybe the ritual happening at night, her of consumption of the drugs, along with just that extra piece I don't have yet, but it just seems as if like what she did might have been like a ritual, unknowingly, or it's just because she's chosen.
I know,
it's just like one of those random lottery things, like you just get chosen.
Or like Quan Solar says, maybe her bloodline.
It could be the bloodline. Absolutely. Hang on, let me see where you at. You can you highlight them, Dana, if you see one?
Oh, sure.
If you see what you like, you can highlight. I'm probably way behind.
It's okay. I forget that I could also do that.
Yes,
must be her bloodline. LSD absolutely. Ain't no joke. No, it's not.
Nah. I said she went on it. She went on a heavy trip, ended up in From, and never came back.
I know. It's just interesting. We have so much. We have so much that like, it's like we have the dots on the map, mm-hmm. and it's like now we just need to get the string and make them all connect.
Mm-hmm.
Like we have our we're getting pieces, and now we just have to figure out how they all kind of meld together. Like Jade said, it's like we have pieces to the puzzle, but not the good pieces yet. We got the pieces that aren't gonna make no sense until we get some of the good pieces to where we can start seeing the bigger picture.
Oh, we just got you got the corners, the edges, just fucking vague shit. We got a little bit now, though, Dana. I'll say we got a little bit more to chew on. Still don't know what it means completely. That's okay.
And it's crazy to think it's only episode 2.
I know, right? Like how much they've packed in these two.
Like my brain still is absorbing everything that we've seen, and we've seen so much already from the trailer. So it kind of makes me excited that we only have a little bit left from the trailer that we haven't seen, but so much more show to go. So we're going to get so much more that we haven't even, been given hints for. And I can't wait to be surprised. Mm-hmm. I can't wait to see what else we're going to get.
Mm-hmm. Jeremy Willard says more
susceptible.
I can't even say the word. That's terrible. But yes, and I'm assuming we're talking about Miranda, and yeah, she could have been kind of like how Elgin, like some people are just in tuned. Let's see what else we got. Jeremy S. Fire says Cautry asking about Julie Randall and Mary was weird. You can't ignore the sus. Oh well, Father Cautry's just sus all around. He's the entity. I was pretty much, me and Dana was on that like what season 2. It was like side eyeing the hell out of them characters.
Yep.
Abby, Tom, Cautry, Martin. We looped all of them in like the same category.
Yep.
Like nah, they sus. They play a game.
Sorry, you can't ignore Clara. She is as sus can get.
I don't know, man. I still feel for Claire because then that means Donna's sus too.
You could say that, but like I don't know.
You don't want to admit it though, because if you start blaming Claire, then that means it's Donna too.
But there's more connecting Donna to why she might have been some of the places she's been, compared to just all of a sudden we walk into a room and boom, there's this chick, like lurking or doing something. I don't know.
The only place I really ever saw her lurking might have been in this episode. I'm trying to remember because she was in Colony House a lot, but she lived at Colony House. Like she gonna be there.
When Tilly put it out there, it said, and put Fatima on blast, it was like, I could tell you're pregnant. Clara was sitting there right in the background.
She said lives at Colony House. Where's she gonna go?
Colony House is big. She just happened to be right there when Tilly was blowing up Fatima's spot about being pregnant. And
I mean, the one I
about her
seen more
dream.
was Tilly in that moment being a little sus.
Oh no. I got my one eye on her. I'm watching her.
Get with her one eye.
I'm watching her with one eye. I'm watching her.
And Chicago Made Gaming Media says there's 2 lighthouses in the cave. I'm assuming we're talking about the drawings on the cave wall, and that is possible. I know there's like a weird looking sort of image that I've never really been able to completely tell what it was. It's possibly a fallen lighthouse or tinier lighthouse, maybe. But who knows? Them cave drawings are still mysterious. We see nothing. I mean, I'm trying to relate triangles data, but we ain't really found like for real triangles yet. Other than trees, they making me mad with the spiraling triangles. Like I know went hard and hard to look for triangles
in math class.
And look, man, I found those weird freaking triangles, but they still kind of don't completely fit. They kind of half fit. Let's see what else we got. Woodrow says, I believe Martin was a victim of faraway tree experimentation. Ooh, experimentation T. T for tree? Maybe. Like I said, look, I may not like the aliens or even the simulation theories, but they're still definitely on the board.
Yes, for
like
sure.
Regardless of my personal feelings on time travel and all that stuff, no, they're still on the board.
Everything's pretty much still on the board. Yeah. Nothing's really been definitively ruled out in a sense.
Mm-mm. Are you talking about me or the show? Just asking. The Man in Black. Well, we were referring to the one on Lost.
Yes.
Ooh, let's see. Okay. I'm so sorry if I do not say your name properly. Delilah? I hope I said that right. Hey guys, listening while cooking dinner. I don't know what you're cooking.
Nice. I was just going to ask the same question. What you cooking?
We had spaghetti. Hey, Daddy, why don't you go ahead and keep up with the chat for me for a second? And I'm going to find that image real quick. We're going to do a little fun one. Sure. So everybody can just see how exactly stupid I was the other night. We spent like 30 minutes on this.
Ooh, the Peach Truck may contain a gallery of chosen ones. Oh, I like that, Woodrow.
Mm-hmm.
I like that, especially if we now can almost pretty much say that it was Miranda that possibly drew that Peach Truck map.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly. What else we got? We have Jeremy that says, interesting how each character sees or experiences different things in Fromville. Think that Jim can be accessed using electromagnetic waves, radio, phone versus visions. Oh, interesting. Since he picked up, got the phone call, and he heard the voice on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
Could be. Angela says, I think that Tilly may be Miranda or a former hippie friend of Miranda's. The way she was dancing in the rain, and yeah, could be. Could be. Oh, what's up, Greek girl? Thanks so much for joining us. Let's see what else. PM says, does anyone know if the house number is linked in the lighthouse? You mean Victor's?
They're not. It all started on my.
Sorry.
Nope.
It presented and it went straight to play.
Victor's addresses number. Oh, I'm not too sure. We'll have to look that up. Woodrow says, I want to know what's inside the blue suitcase Victor dug up. Oh, we've seen that it is a suitcase of some kind. Was that in the trailer? I still have yet to see the freaking trailer. So if it was something,
no, that's what I think. I forgot who else was telling us that today. Was that real? Somebody else was telling us about that recently. I can't remember who it was.
Like what size suitcase? Because I swear, if he opens up the suitcase and like a friggin' bunch of bones come out of it, like he done stuffed his mother in a suitcase or something, that's going to be crazy. Even though I personally still think it's going to be Polaroids or something. And then Jeremy says Jade's experiences line up more with Miranda's than Tabby. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, because he did come in tripping balls.
Yep, that too.
So he was definitely all types of drugs. He was
all down the rabbit hole before he even entered from.
Telling people they was pretty and stuff. Yes.
The only one that has this from Chicago Made Gaming and Media. The only one that has had visions outside of From is Elgin. Even Jade only saw him in Fromland. And see, this is where I know there's still some, I feel like there's still question as to when Elgin got that, because they were on the bus, but did they already hit the tree? Because if they hit the tree before his vision, then he was in From. If he had his vision prior to the tree, then I would say that he's having them outside. And I can't remember if they ever specified that.
He was asleep, and I believe he woke up after the tree. I don't know if I don't know the timeline of that. But that is a good question.
Mm-hmm.
Because then that does, yes, make a difference of whether he was in From or not yet when it came to getting his dream.
Mm-hmm.
But it also seems that when Elgin dreams and he wakes up, he forgets.
Yeah.
So who's to say he wasn't having dreams outside From and just didn't remember them?
That's true too. Oh, and we way behind. Okay, let's try to catch up. I'm trying to catch up with you guys. Let's see what else we got. What else we got? And yes, LSD opens the doors of perception. Awesome. Let's see what else we got. I'm gonna scroll down a little bit. CPM says, I think it's specific skills or types of people, so not random, like they replace specific roles and chosen people who have it in them to complete the role, like skills needed. And they definitely, we definitely see that people sort of fill a role, even whether they are chosen to save the children or just sort of a role within the town. Even it seems like they're almost picked, right? Because Tien Chen, she seemed to be perfect for the diner. Boyd was perfect to be sheriff. Donna, perfect to kind of run the colony house and sort of the gardening areas. Like everybody sort of just kind of fell into a role. It's definitely interesting. See what else we got real quick, and then we're going to dive into something a little fun so everybody can laugh at, especially laugh at me, Dana, because I'm the one that sat here and made you and Terry look at this for like 20 minutes. Until we finally realized, I'm like, go to the next frame, and I'm like, oh, damn, Dana. I can't believe this. Chicago Made Gaming and Media says, I don't believe the talisman work like that. I think they're meant to keep them out while inside if the event work at all anymore, if they even work at all anymore. Yeah, and I'm still curious about that now, the way that they're trying to up or changing the rules, up in the ante of the game. It does definitely fall into question, did the talismans ever work, or did they just want them to feel like they work, like they were just fucking with them the whole time, which would that not just be a total head fuck? Like they knew they could just like go in there and kill them at any point in time, but they let them think that those talismans did something.
Very, very true. Are those talismans actually doing something, or is it a mind over matter sort of thing?
I don't know.
They're it's believing it, and
everything I thought I knew, Dana, I don't know anymore. See, Nick L says, what if everyone is a chosen one? That would give the big bad entity more enjoyment if everyone continually dies and can't figure it out. They're all a piece of the puzzle, but they barely talk. Yes, I know. I love it. I love it. Okay, guys, let's see real quick. We're going to get into this. All right, guys. So I got this on the screen. I don't know if y'all can tell, but got the pilgrim face. Right? You see the pilgrim, all right. Matter of fact, if you look at Tabitha and just to the right of her, there's an image with this yellow sort of depiction on it. If you already know what it is, you can't cheat. But just curious, did y'all figure out what this painting was of? It's next to the pilgrim, shadow face pilgrim guy. Just curious.
Now, mind you guys, we were sitting here. It was me, Scarlett, and my cousin analyzing this for like a good 20 minutes, trying to figure out what this possibly was.
And we looked at it from pretty much this shot here because that was the screenshot that I pretty much had. So I'm looking at it pretty much from this angle. See, look, Woodrow, yes, it looks like a very shiny or very skinny man in yellow. Possible. I saw a person. I saw a damn head. I saw the head and everything. Dang, I swear I saw a smile on it.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
And Grumbledore says you could double talisman them in the space between the doors at Colony House where Ellis and Fatima first hid themselves during the massacre, and they did in fact do that. Let's see, Dulcinea says, I believe that the talisman doesn't work, or they would have all. I believe that the talisman does work, or they would have all been dead. If the monsters are already in the space, then we saw when we saw the barn scene, but the others outside couldn't get in. And see, that's again, the way they're working it. I would not be surprised if they did not totally throw in just a loop and like talismans don't work. They never did or something. I mean, up until this point, I just would assume the rules are the way they are. Like we were kind of learning the rules, but now they're kind of changing stuff up or appearing to change things up. So it makes me just question all the rules that we thought we knew. I know, Jeremy, it's not fair. Okay, so first one's not even fair because you've probably seen this at every angle possible, and I don't just mean in this shot. I mean in real life. So that's not fair. I should have even asked you when I asked you the other night. Like, do you know what this is? You wouldn't believe what we thought.
I know he was like, oh yeah. We were like, what the fuck? What the? Well, he's in construction too, so
they just give it away too much.
Am I?
All right,
sorry.
it's okay. Yeah, guys. So if you haven't figured out what this yellow thing is on the painting, it is in fact. Scroll a little bit more. We'll just play this part right. Oh my god! Oh my god! It's what is it? What is it? Hang on, it's gonna give us a second when it goes like right on her other side of her shoulder. Oh wait, did I pass it?
She said,
Oh, I passed it. It's like a half a second. You can see it very clearly. Oh god, I want to go past it. Oh, dang it! I went past it. It's a cult gun.
We're professionals, people. We're professionals.
It's a goddamn cult gun. I swear to God. And this whole there it is. Oh, all right, I got it. Stop it right there. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. It wasn't on the picture, I don't think. It's a cult gun.
Yeah, it was a cult gun. It won't.
Although, or was it? Now I'm kind of looking at it like, and what was this? This is why this show makes me so frustrated sometimes because I can't tell what the hell I'm looking at.
But yeah, for like a good 20 minutes, we were sitting there. Yeah. It's a person. It's, oh my God, what is that? What is it? What is it? What is it? Yeah, it's a caulk gun.
It's a caulk gun. So I'm pretty sure it's a caulk gun now. Did Jeremy? But then again, is there still something under the caulk gun? What is up with? Hang on, I can't scroll. It's a video, not an image. Oh God, I give up. Dulcinea says, drinking game. Everyone take a sip when Tabby says, oh my God. LOL. Yeah, she did kind of say that a lot in this scene. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my
We'd
God.
be so drunk. Forget it. That wouldn't be safe.
Oh my gosh. Yes, everything is sus. Everything in this show is sus. We just have to analyze it all. And Jeremy, I know you've seen 1,000 of these every day, I'm sure. He knew it. Jeremy knows what that was without seeing it. He just feel it in the atmosphere.
But we was digging. We were digging. We were like, Terry, what is this? What do you see? Look at this thing. She was like, I don't know.
I don't know. I swear, Dana, I would have like almost died until I seen this frame that was a person there. And then I turned the frame and I was like, oh, whoa. Like, oh, wow. Yes. so wrong. And I was like, okay, well, that is this show in a nutshell, right?
Pretty much.
Perspective. At what, at how are you looking at something and how it changes. And how this show does that every day to me. And I was just like, oh, okay. Anyways, sorry guys. That was our fun little, I don't know, kind of, I guess, joke on ourselves that we weren't as smart as we thought we were.
We ain't never gonna live that one down. Nope. Not even a little bit.
Robert says, "Are those two records above the caulk gun?" I thought they were blades, like saw blades, maybe. Maybe. Jeremy, let us know. He knows better. Definitely take Jeremy's opinion on tools. Clearly, we're women. They know we have no idea.
No, but you would think my father's got all that stuff like all over the place. You would think.
I know.
You would think
I've used a
I
caulk
would
gun.
notice some of this friggin' stuff.
I know what a caulk gun is. That's why I was like, oh my God. I've used one, man. I've had
I could guarantee that if I showed that to my father, he would be like, yeah, it's a fucking caulk gun. What do you think it is? And I'm going to be like, how'd you see that so friggin' fast? Because he's got 50 of them down in our basement.
Mm-hmm. This to look like sanders or saw blades, maybe. I take his opinion on that. It's probably better than ours.
Yep.
Let's see what else we got in these images. Or actually, this was just, I don't know. There was something about the way when he talked to her, and it was his birthday, and they're all on drugs. And it was something, I don't even know what it was about how he said this little part here.
Miranda gets it in her head that we're going to take a stroll down memory lane. She gets us 2 hits of acid. We take the kids to her parents' house for the night, and we take one last trip for old time's sake.
Well, it was something about like just one trip for old time's sake, like nostalgia, right? Even though I'm not saying like going on drugs for them was like a good nostalgic thing, but it's a trip for old time's sake. So we should do it one more time, kind of that last little go. Somehow it just made me something about that just reminded me of From. I don't know why. Like I've been trying to like figure out why that just reminded me of From, and I still can't quite place it. But it's something about how From is sort of like, you want to go back to a place in time. You want to kind of brings you back to something nostalgic, and somehow them just wanting to go back and do this last trip for old time's sake. I don't know, maybe that was part of the door opening. Just I don't know, just the way he phrased it made me think about From. But then again, I know looking at the pictures and stuff as well, but there was just something about the way he phrased it. What do you think, Dana? Am I seeing a caulk gun again?
No, but you notice what I forget. I think it was in our chat, one of our chats, where somebody said that was the birdhouse that we saw in the tunnels.
Yeah, they have the bird cage as well as the dang it, I keep trying to go to my screenshots, forgetting this is not a screenshot. As well as this little horsey in the back there on the bottom. So there's some little things that are kind of like what you would see in the caves. Definitely. Which means they're pack rats just like the monsters. People like to hoard stuff, Dana.
Yes.
It's a condition.
They sure do.
Let's see what else we got. What is up, Papa Socks? Glad to see you hanging out with us. Yes, we are going to solve it once and for all. Or at least we're going to try to get one step closer. Welcome, Starlight CC. Always glad to see you hanging with us. All right, let's see what else we got. Xavier Anderson. Oh, I was trying to make sure I said that right. Welcome to the From Party. And we're looking at the pictures, checking out the basement, and then we're going to look at some of the images for next episode as we prepare ourselves, because it's Friday, everybody. You know what that means? We got like 2 more days, Dana. Well, actually, like a day and a half.
a day because us fools are gonna be
I
up
know
at
it could be
midnight.
like midnight. I know. Be like a day and what do we got? We got a day and two in an hour.
I'm working
2
on
hours.
BK to make all the discords like a from countdown clock. I'm working my magic to get him to create some kind of from countdown clock.
Oh, nice. Henry or Woodrow says Henry said he owed the cops a dozen. Does he drink with them? I mean, I would. I don't know if he drinks with them or not. I'm sure he's been at the bar having a drink from time to time. I'm sure,
Am
they've
I
had it.
mean to think that he thought that he was talking about donuts?
What?
I thought he was telling him like he was going to bring him a dozen donuts.
Yeah. Well, they might
That's all.
actually like that a
That's
little
just
bit
where my
better.
mind went. Like, I'll bring you a dozen Krispy Kremes.
Yes, 26 hours to go. Oh, I cannot believe it. See what else we got. Bill D says, strange, Henry does not say anything about himself, only Miranda. Did Henry hear voices, see things? Ooh, and I cannot wait because we'll get a little bit more conversation with them, right, this episode. Matter of fact, I'll just go ahead and bring those up. We can go back and forth if we need to, but I'm going to go ahead and bring some of these up because this is getting into the next episode.
I swear, Scarlett, if she goes and like Scrooge McDucks those friggin' that pile of
I can't wait. I can't wait to see how she gonna try to survive the winter on this rotten.
I'm gonna yak.
Robert Sanders says Miranda collected the items that we see in the cave, the bird cage, rocking horse, etc., because she saw them in a vision similar to the bottle tree she made. Ooh, I like it, Robert. I like it. Trying to collect the items. Was it just because they were haunting her, or because she thought maybe it would help her get there? Interesting. But yeah, these pictures are definitely interesting that we get to look at. And again, like I said, we'll see Tabitha and Henry kind of talking some more. So hopefully we'll get to see a little bit of where that will go, as well as I'm assuming he's going to take her finally and sort of explain what the bottle tree is, why it's here, who is Miranda. I'm assuming I would think we all assume she built it. But did Henry, is he not giving all the information as far as, did he help her build it? Or was he, how much, did he try to help her figure out the riddles?
Or did he just think she was batshit crazy, Scarlett?
I don't know. That's what I can't wait till we get to, because the last episode was really sad. Episode 1 and 2 were very sad, very heartbreaking. And then we sort of kind of end with this and them wanting, and then at the town going after the monsters. So I'm really curious to see what we're going to develop in the sense of really getting some answers, because now they're going to get to go to the village. It looked like they're going to have like almost most of the main cast there. Let's see, where was it? Oops, did I go to the wrong one? I did. I went to the wrong screenshot. Hang on. I gotta go to my. Here we go. They do see them. Like, we see quite a few people, it seems, with Jade and Christy. And there's quite a few folks. So I can't wait to see. We get lots of town folks, which, I mean, it was pretty predictable they were going to go back to get more food, more crops, because that's where they had them. But the question is, what is going to happen when they get there? Are they going to find something more now that there's just more than Jim and Kenny? And, maybe they just happen to not run into anybody that day other than who came up at night. So could there be people watching them now, sort of laying trap? Who knows?
How convenient it's the 4 assholes who fucking bum rushed into Tien Chen's house. Feeling guilty much?
And then again, is this the mousetrap being laid? I mean, I would assume it's Boy trying to lay the trap for the monsters, and maybe the monsters end up getting him in a trap. But is there a trap being laid here? And I'm not even just talking about the one that we think is going to get Christy, the bear trap. Is there something else lurking, waiting to mess with our townies even further?
I have no idea.
Could some of them be captured so that when our good girl Tabitha makes her way back to town, there's not very many people at all left because they've all been captured by the cannibal village. They offered them nice produce to have them come in, make them think that they're safe, and then they get them, Dana. They get them.
I know. Well, we've seen that they're starting to fucking do like stuff like that by opening up and letting the animals loose.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder what else they're gonna like do to fuck with them now. Because think of it, when Boyd first entered the town and Father Cautry said all they've done is hear them scream. Once they found the talismans, they started hearing them talk, correct? So maybe every time they evolve within the town, the monsters kind of evolve with them with new ways to kind of be able to get to the people that are here. Because you would think if they're changing the way they're hiding and going about things, the monsters are going to start to change about the way they hunt.
Mm-hmm. That's true. They always seem to be one step ahead of them in a sense. So I'm very curious to see what Boyd's going to do. I don't think it's going to work out very well for him. If he even gets to attempt to pull it off, like even, think they're going to, like, I don't even think they're going to get that far into it. They might have something set up, but I don't think it's going to go very well for him. And it's kind of tragic because they're going off of sort of revenge, which scares me not for Boyd, because I don't think they'll kill Boyd off, but for whoever else might not make it through the night. Let's see. Woodrow says, was Henry getting off work when he first drove up, and how come he didn't park in his driveway? Well, I mean, it's possible he was getting off work. And as far as not parking in the driveway, I mean, that might be a personal choice. I don't know. Maybe he was waiting for somebody to come home. He wanted the driveway to be open. I don't know. He likes parking on the street. Who was he waiting on, Dana?
Maybe he's got free street parking. We don't have that luxury here in New York. So maybe he's got free street parking up in Camden, Maine, and it's okay. He won't get a ticket. How are you going to get a ticket?
Papa Socks asks, what other song choices are coming up for this live? Will there be one around Fatima's baby, walking up the stairs, Tabby, or College of From Fights? Or, yeah, collage of From Fights. I mean, I've been working, speaking of which, guys, I'm going to try to do a poll. I'm thinking about doing it tomorrow night. So go ahead and start thinking about it, and then I'll try to see if I can work it out. But we're going to do a song for you guys from the Frumley, and we're going to let you guys pick the song name, and then I'm thinking we'll do the song choice tomorrow night, so you guys start thinking about some names, and then you can we're going to have them thrown in the chat, and then we will pick, me and Dana will kind of go through and pick sort of the best out of the ones that y'all give us, and then we will take those and let y'all vote on those as the top one. And then after that, we will go into the program that I've been using to make the AI songs, and we will bring that up on screen as long as everything works out great, and let you guys kind of see how the song itself is made, and then we'll let you guys kind of help come up with the lyrics, see what AI gives us, all that kind of fun stuff, pick out kind of the beat a little bit, the way that program works, and then we'll kind of get that song made up, and then we will put it together with some background stuff. Maybe we'll pick out some of you guys' favorite highlight moments from the entire show, not just this season.
Maybe we'll have people submit us some images, and we'll do like a nice little collage, whatever.
And see what you guys want in it. And then we will put it out there for all of you guys to have and share and do what you would with it. Just to have a nice little Frumley song for all you guys.
Yep. So Papa Socks, you's on to something.
And yes, Dale is back. Dale
I know he popped out just for this.
Mm-hmm. I like it. Yes, parking on the street made a better camera angle. That's probably why. That's absolutely why. Because where was Dale? I had a picture of Dale. Where did he go? I know I saw him. Where'd you go, Dale? Try to find him. There he is. There he is. Like being Dale too, he got that whole Dale stand. Like
I
he's
know,
just, you
right?
can tell
Like,
he's
they
like
just
trying to
wait
tell
for
Jay
him.
something, and Jay just
They
like
just wait for him to do something dumb.
I know.
He's just gonna do something dumb.
Is he in the food pantry too? Dang, Dale. You the one complaining about food, now you all up in the pantry. Where's food? Did I get the food pantry one? Hang on. I don't know if I got that one.
He doesn't deserve to like be anywhere near the food after what like his little freak out stabbing Ellis and shit over sandwiches.
Yes, Dale. And yeah, Fatima's baby is definitely not normal. Definitely has something to do with death. Because we get especially with the fact she's eating rotten food, her womb is essentially barren or was unable to conceive prior to coming into From, sort of saying that this baby needs rotting food, a barren womb, and maybe even the cold temperatures of winter being sort of the season of death. Definitely make me think the baby is correlated with death. And I wonder if spring comes back when the baby's born.
Yes, I liked where you was going with that. I liked it a lot.
What's the world preparing itself for the coming of the child? And I know they did something like that on Charmed when the baby was, they did it more for like a day kind of thing.
Yes.
Where, all of magic was down for a day. And so the baby could be born and the magic would return. And this is sort of like for the baby to come, it's going to be winter. And then the baby comes and everything will go back to somewhat normal, except the baby will be here.
And I know a few people asked, yes, Scarlett and I are working on our next video. We are doing our best to get it done and get it out. And we have some new little thoughts and theories that we're going to be putting in there. She's got some awesome theories about some stuff. And I found some more little lost tidbits. So we're working on it, guys. We're going to get that video out to you.
Yeah, that food was definitely put there for Fatima's baby. Yeah. And she's got a nice big heaping pile of it. Nice little feast.
She is so gonna Scrooge McDuck that fucking food.
I know. She's not doing well. She sees food. She's thinking, look, it's a sign of her hands. Yummy. Gotta get this food. Like rubbing them together. How am I gonna get this? That is creepy though. It was definitely creepy. Yes, I did. I found Dale. I found him, like finding Waldo in this bitch.
Yep. We have to have a little Dale emoji. We can't have emojis yet, but when we do, we're gonna get Jeremy. You gotta get a Dale emoji.
That's right. Live through Jeremy. Jeremy, get the Dale emoji. Get it for a weekend, just for this episode while he's here. I don't know if he'll last. Oh, what if Dale is the one taken? Oh no, it'll be the last time we get to see Dale. I might actually miss him though. I mean, I didn't say I like him, but there was just something about him, Some like you want to have a character that you don't like, because when they're gone, who you gonna hate? I mean, I don't dislike. Like I dislike Jim because it's kind of boring to me. But Dale just be straight pissed me off with some of the shit he did. So I'm like, man, when he's gone,
everybody knows how I feel.
Oh yes, Jared Dale emoji incoming.
Everybody knows how I feel about Jim.
Oh, I don't know. I don't like him that much either, but he's kind of boring to me. He lacks this sort of emotion that even Jade has. Like Jade's abrasive sometimes, but he's still got emotion that's like makes me feel like he's human. Jim, sometimes I feel like he's a deer in headlights.
I know.
And I don't know why. I can't put my finger on it, but we talked about that before, and I'm like, yeah, they both kind of have that way about them, but then there's just something about Jade. Something about Jade.
Well, thank you, Glue Guns and Roses. We are so happy that it recommended us to you and that you are here to join us.
Yes, welcome, welcome. And we are just diving into. We started with the paintings in the basement, and we can get back to those if you have any questions or thoughts on those. And right now, we're just sort of looking over the images for the next episode, seeing what you guys think, getting some of our final thoughts out there. Because as Jeremy said, we were now just under 26 hours away till the next episode. Let the countdowns begin. And again, guys, check out Jeremy Ice and Fire. I know tomorrow night, I'm trying to remember where I'm at. Yeah, tomorrow night he should be going live. So be sort of like the countdown, the real countdown before the episode kind of goes live. And then I know Sunday night he will also be doing a watch party of the episode. So definitely go check that out, guys, because I know we're gonna be there.
Yes.
Oh, and before him, we will be on with Percy tomorrow night, letting him tell us all about his theory. I've seen bits of it throughout the discords, and let me tell you guys, I like the Fae lore that's tied in with it, or I think that's the majority of it. But I know he's got a lot of other elements to it. I think it goes just a little bit beyond just the Fae lore.
Yes.
So I definitely cannot wait to hear kind of some of that other elements into it and see where it fits, because there's a lot of stuff there, man. You know, a lot of Fae elements. I like how I forgot if it was in our chat or not. One of you guys were might have actually been Delcinia was saying, I think that Elgin's sort of haunting chick is possibly a water nymph. That's really cool. I like it.
And anybody else who in the future wants to come on with me and Scarlett and talk your theory, we're going to start doing something called like a bonfire discussion. And we're going to have all the from the community, anybody who wants to come on and share their thoughts and theories. We're going to be starting that probably for Saturdays until From is over and we possibly get back to D&D when we can.
Then we got Severance and all kinds of shows and lots of fun things to get into. We'll get back to D&D as well. We will find the happy medium.
Yes.
Let's see. We got a question from Glue Guns and Roses. My question is to y'all: do y'all think in the chat, Fatima? I'm not reading it. Hang on. My question is to y'all: think in the chat Fatima didn't open the colony house door because she couldn't, or because she got distracted by the smell of rotten food? And yes, we talked about that with Monday night.
That's a big one. That's a biggie. I know people are split. You have some people thinking that she somehow was not able to enter. And then you have people who haven't been given enough evidence yet to that notion. I'm on the fence. I don't know about you, Scarlett, but I'm on the fence. I could see it going either way because they were very ambiguous with it. They didn't give us enough to be like she was able to walk through or couldn't walk through after she sniffed out her yummy, rotten food fudge cake. And so I don't know. I know Jeremy doesn't think so. I think you don't think so.
Yeah, I'm of the same out of where Jeremy's at, that she smelt it. Now, I will definitely say it is possible that because she did, like you said, it's not quite as clear. The only thing I could say to it is just the fact that I did not see her push on the door per se. I saw her go to sort of open it, and then it seemed as if she got distracted by something. But that was that was just the way, my perception of it, how I kind of saw it. And they do that to us a lot, right? Give us just enough to give us that question mark. It could be one of two paths, so to speak. But I think she smelled the rotten food and went straight for it. I'm definitely of the mind Jeremy is with it.
Her being blocked to enter,
I don't know if she is or not, because wouldn't she have already been blocked prior?
This is out of my
when does the magic of that start then? Was it since she's been pregnant, or what is the time at which we're saying, okay, the magic is now what month are we saying that the baby is grown to capacity of having powers that the talisman recognizes it? Because she was going in and out of places prior to that.
Yes. I don't know. For me, it could honestly go either way. I could see both sides. I could see that blocked her because when they went to the clinic, Ellis opened the door first. So I don't know if they're putting that in there for us to just have something else to nitpick at and like decipher and look at and dissect, or if it is just she smelled the food.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm still thinking she just kind of smelled the food, but who knows? I mean, it's all of those things are possible. And let's see what you guys are saying. Drinking says, couldn't she talk or walked at the locked door, even look directly at the lock? And that's possible.
Very possible.
I'm trying to see. We watched it, right? We watched that clip over and over and over again, and they made it to because they have the wind blowing to where I was assuming she could smell it. Like the smell is just because when you're pregnant, right? You kind of smell things different. I know this personally. I know when I was pregnant and before I had my child, that certain smells like you can walk in a room and you're like, oh God, oh no, or oh my God, that smells so good. Like I don't know if that was a real thing or just something that we think we have in our heads when we're pregnant, but I think she smelled it. That's just where I stand with it. But we'll see. I mean, we'll see, right? Like she's obviously walking in and out of Colony House here, right? To go outside.
Yes.
So did someone help her outside? Like how does she get in and out then without the door locking on her?
I don't know, but I just see her dive bombing into that food.
Oh, no worries. I hardly can read. I very much so cannot read. So I have to I'll have to go back and make sure I even read it correctly. And then I can't spell either. So no worries here. We see Fatima in the house in the trailer. Yep. So she gets back in the house somehow. So I would, like I said, I think it was the food she smelled. I'm very much so on the same mind of how Jeremy sees it. She smelled the food. If they have shown emphasis on the door, maybe I'd buy the whole door bit. She smelled the food and simply walked away. I very much so am kind of the same mind of that. They made very minor emphasis on the door itself. And like I said, if that's true, if we're going with the talisman prevents her from walking in, then how does she's seemingly in this episode walking back and forth?
I don't know. I don't know if we're ever going to get the answer to that, because I don't know if this is something that us as from fans who dissect everything just happen to notice, and we are looking at it and thinking it's something, or if it's actually something that exists. You know, because this is a show where we literally everything's under a microscope. We see everything. Somebody sees something, no matter what it is, in the corners of the corners of the corners. Somebody sees something. So I don't know if we're just seeing too much into that or if something actually exists there.
And just as Michael says, I think Fatima at the door could be either way. The writers are good at leaving things open to multiple interpretations. Absolutely. So, yes, see, Chicago says, I think she opened it. Alyssa says, I think she smelt it. It's like the Bible bullshit. Yeah. They're fucking with us with the door like they fucked with us with the Bible. I totally believe that.
Could be.
Glue Gun says, I think she couldn't open the door. I've watched multiple times. Maybe my eyes are just as bad as spelling and typing. No, honestly, they very much so left that open. Again, Dana kind of sees it as if it's, maybe I'm wrong. Dana, you're saying possibly that she was stopped, right?
I could see it going either way because there is that moment of hesitation. So I could see why people think that possibly now that she's got, Damien within her, that maybe the talismans are also working against her, but she clearly got a whiff of that food.
Mm-hmm.
Like something got her attention to go over to the corner and like, because we didn't hear anybody talking. We didn't hear Nikki talking until she kind of like walked over a little bit. So it's not like she heard conversations between Nikki and stuff before she walked in the door. The talking came after. So I literally am 50-50 on it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like, I can honestly seeing it go either way.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. All right, I will try to do a poll. Oh, see, we'll try one for you guys.
I responded
Hang
to
on.
him.
Oh.
I don't have a speciality. I just do Dungeons and Dragons, but then over here with Scarlett, we just talk all things TV and movies and fun stuff.
Let's see. I'll try to see. Let's see what's a good poll right now. All right. Well, we just did that one on Fatima.
Scarlett just learned how to do polls.
Right.
She's dying.
All right, hang on. Let's see. I'm gonna try to thank you to Jeremy who helped me figure this out a little bit. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna try to do. We'll do the official poll on it. Did she smell it, or could she? How are we gonna do it? Because I could do the one first. Did she smell it, or was she?
Let's see. Jeremy says, I doubt the writers ever even meant for us to question that door, in my opinion. I think the reveal and payoff of that scene was her eating the rotten food. Yeah, like I could totally see it that way. But this is such a show that people dissect every single thing from. I mean, look at how me and Scarlett were looking at a caulk gun and thinking we saw a person.
You did. I saw a person. Y'all weren't quite sure. I would say like, no, there's a person there.
But I mean, you could see it looked like a little white head, little yellow body.
I could have swore that was a damn.
I saw it. So this is definitely a show that every corner of the frame is dissected by us as fans. So I could see why people were totally drawn to that. Like, could that be a possibility? Because we don't know what the fuck is going on with Fatima and that baby. Like, we don't.
Okay, I'm trying to figure this part out.
I know I'm working a little bit backwards, but we have BK saying, listen, her eating rotten food isn't a normal Prego thing. Something's up. And the door was a nice nod to that. Could be. It literally could be a nod to how we dissect things as fans of this show. We just don't know. Glue Guns and Roses said the monsters can get in the house with the door already open and can leave the house on her own. People in Colony House act like they were raised in a barn and probably leave door open all day. Could be. Then we have PM saying someone pointed a zoomed in picture and she did open it, but I can't remember the creator. No, you don't, All City. No, you don't. I want some of them veggies now. No, you don't. My cousin says, you do have a keen sense of smell when you're Prego. Possibly. But it was definitely calling to her. Like she was into that.
And the poll is live. Sorry, I was.
Oh, okay. So I was just working my way backwards.
No, you good. You keep going because I was going to get this image that Delcinia sent me on the door while we're talking about that, since it's about the subject. Let me.
Alyssa Ann agrees with Jeremy that makes sense. Yeah, like it does make sense. Like I said, I could so totally seeing it being either side of the coin.
Let's see, I'll put this picture up here from Delcinia. Let's see. And this, I believe, is of the door, and it's kind of hard to see, but I think what she's trying to show here is if you look at the door frame, and I'll try to see if I can't get a better shot of this. But for the next stream, but essentially what because I know she talked to me about this before, the door I believe she's saying was actually you could see it slightly opened or at least cracked, showing that it's possible that she was able to open the door, but she smelt them goodies. Good biddles.
Jeremy says, "Pull time, Scarlett. You got it."
Hang on, did I not present it? Yeah, I did. Okay, I'm looking at 2 different pages here. Okay, I was looking at my YouTube screen because I did the poll on YouTube. So it's like on the wrong one. I am back in StreamYard. So but yes, so the big question. So it seems to be a popular debate amongst us fromily. It's looking like rotten food.
Oh, I so agree, Glue Gun and Roses. My eyesight is garbage. Well, the show is definitely making me question my eyesight and media literacy. I can totally second that. Woodrow says, "We'll know on Sunday since she's getting a tarot card reading from Tilly, who may have brought a Bible into Fromville."
Ooh. Tilly got everything. Tilly bring the Bible too. What does she not have in her fanny pack?
It's all in her fanny pack. She's gonna be busting out everything out of that fanny pack. I'm telling you.
What was you trying to send, honey? It says, how can I send it on here? What were you trying to send? Or if you're trying to send an image or something for us to look at, you can send it to me or Dana or in our Discord.
Prego is Italian. Lafello got to drop 2 G's to make it make a distinction.
But yes, if you would like us to check out something that you're trying to put in the chat or want us to check out on stream, you can always send it to us in Discord, and we'll do our best to try to get it up on stream for you guys. And welcome everybody who has been joining us. Welcome. Happy Friday to you all. It is Friday night. We are, 25 and a half hours till our next episode of From.
I know.
And PM says she can't be doing tarot reading if she's a Bible thumper. She can't have it all. She's sketchy for that. Agreed. Except she got too much. Got too much going on.
Very much. That is a little odd that she was doing a prayer circle, talking some hymns of the Bible and then busting out a set of tarot cards.
She's all kinds of mystery.
She really is.
I don't know what to do with Tilly. See, I know we had one of Tilly. This one I seen one with her butt. Then we get one with her. I know she ends up looking, and what was she like outside? Here it is. Yeah. She's so daggum. She's like having this weird look on her face. Like, I know what she's witnessing, but it's like, you is the most sus one. We're going to be looking at you. And she got her fanny pack with her always. She go nowhere without that fanny pack.
I'm telling you, it's like a bag of holding. She just goes in there.
I know.
She busts anything you could possibly think of out of that shit. She'd be the perfect D&D player. Her fanny pack could be in another dimension itself.
I know, right? That's pretty funny, Doc Hayes. I like it. The Bible is used in magic. Oh, no. That sounds like sacrilege. Yes. If you are not in Discord, there should be a link. If not, I will get one put in the chat for you guys.
I got you, Scarlett.
All are welcomed. And welcome, Maxim Tommy. Hi, what do you think will be the mind-bending discovery that Tabitha will make next episode? And I've been wondering about that, right? Because, it's as if she's coming back real soon to From, so what else is she going to learn? And we know with these screenshots, they do touch on the bottle tree. And Henry's going to sort of talk about that with her, at least show it to her. So I'm just hoping that she does get something else from Henry, even if it's something that Henry doesn't, something from Miranda's stories that Henry doesn't understand, but will say that is something that Tabitha will be able to use. Because she knew of the cycles of the chosen, so she seemed to know so much more than anyone else that we've kind of encountered with From. So she had to have known because she didn't. What we're saying, she didn't make it to the lighthouse, so she essentially could have been making her way back out the same way Tabitha did. She just didn't make it there. So I'm curious to see if it's going to have to do with the children. If there's a key with the children that maybe Miranda knew that we haven't like been told yet in this last episode as they continue, because last thing she saw was the boy in white, right? The big tall picture of the boy in white. She's holding it, and that's sort of the end of their story for that episode. So if they're picking back up with that last sort of vibe, I'm hoping they do continue to go over the stories that Miranda told him, the riddles that maybe Tabitha will be able to understand now, having been in From. What do you think?
True. I don't know. Like, I'm still very confused on the whole chosen aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
Just because we are seeing so many different people who could possibly be chosen. And again, my mind goes to Lost. Think of Jacob and his candidates. There was more than one. Each of them were touched by Jacob in some form or another and brought to the island because the final choice was not made. I wonder if the same thing is kind of at play here, to where there are multiple chosen, but the final true one hasn't been chosen yet. So there's candidates and there's people on the board, but we can't definitively say if one of them is that chosen yet because we don't have enough information. We don't know enough about what's going on yet to know whether there's two factions at play, what the sides are. Are they light and dark? Are they just too dark going at each other because this is a dark nightmare place? So how would something of light get stuck in a place like this? So it could, again, the possibilities with this show are just endless. And like Jeremy said before, that's what I love about this show, is that we can all sit here, have different thoughts, different theories, and it could be one of them, it could be all of them, it could be none of them. We don't know yet.
Absolutely.
Like there's so many people that have been touched in different ways by something or someone in this place or this place. Because we're also seeing signs that From itself is alive in a sense.
Yeah, that's still possible. Even with some of the images, let me see if I can get back to those of the paintings that we're looking at, right? I know everybody sort of looked over the weird Cyclops monster with the kids back there, and I always thought that he was like, just looking at it, it's as if his teeth. Let's see if I can find a better one of him. Because his teeth reminded me of like trees, almost as if he's like, I guess, a representation of the forest, eating the children in a sense, in some kind of weird way, or devouring them or their essence. Let's see if I can get a better one. But there's a lot that we're not quite sure. Yeah, I get a better one. I shall do better next time. Thought I got a better one of that one.
Dulcinea is directing you to the Discord, but I don't know what she's directing you.
Yeah, her and I know Fiend sent me something.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we see them kind of back there. Like, I was hoping to get.
Are people sending you images?
Probably.
So I'm going to quickly, guys, for anybody who wants to drop images to Scarlett for her to pull up, I'm going to make a channel and then you could drop any, so she has an easier way to.
Yeah, I got that one on Dulcinea. I actually have that one from him. I just going to pull that one up in just a second. And welcome everybody else who is coming in and joining us tonight.
Oh, she did it? Look at that. That's why she's a rock star.
Yeah, I have it. I just got to pull it up. I was just fixing to do that when we were getting done talking about that little image. I thought I had one a little bit better of the Cyclops monster dude. But he definitely got teeth that look like little trees to me. So I'm trying to get a better one of that one. Let's see. Where did I put? All right. Did I get it pulled up? Let's see. And this one was from Chicago I mean, it was from Dell City and but Chicago Gaming Media was the one that wanted us to check this out. So, yes, my friend. Where was this one from? Because I don't remember seeing. Is this one of the new images from the season? Do we know?
Oh.
Because it's definitely interesting. I mean, it's got, what is that, like one of the dates? Or is that his address?
1597.
Is that the address? What was the address of Victor's dad's house?
I believe it was 1597. I believe.
That's pretty crazy. Oh, so it is the address. Okay, so if that's his address. So was this was this in Victor's room? Where'd y'all get this one from? I'm curious. Was this one in from, or is this one in their room in the boys' room in Eloise and Victor's room?
I don't know where that came from. Oh, Robert says that is the hidden image on some website, if he remembers.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I was gonna say I haven't seen that one. But I'd be sending me stuff. I swear, it better not have been spoilers. I shall never. Do not send me spoilers.
I haven't seen that one either, though.
Yeah, that's why I was like, wait a minute, where did that come from?
Writers trolling us. Could be.
Could be. But hopefully, I don't even know. I don't know. But yeah, if y'all guys got anything you want us to show, as long as
How's
it's
that
not.
poll looking? What is the poll saying?
Hang on one second. I got to go back to that page. But yeah, if you guys want to show, as long as they are not spoilers, I have no problem showing. Like I said, I don't know where that came from, so I went ahead and just took it down too because I just started thinking like I don't know if that's something that's released or not, where it came from. I know you're saying it came from that movie site, but I don't know what that is. But it looks like 79% say rotten food and 21% say Talisman stopped her. There you have it, guys. We will end the poll on that one for now and see what else we can come up with. Dave, if you can think of something, we'll put another poll up in the chat.
Okay. Let my brain think for a minute.
While we're thinking, let's see what else we got to do. All right, it's not a spoiler. Okay, it's a real site. Okay, I just want to make sure. There's a lot of stuff out there. Definitely don't want to spoil anything for anybody.
Well, I know, didn't they also put out clearer images of like the basement with the paintings that we also got to see the paintings spread out a little more?
Mm-hmm. They do. They have, I think, some better ones out there. So I'm trying to read what they're saying about it. I'm sorry, guys. We got a little quiet there for a minute. Let's see what else we got. Get back to these screenshots. You
guys are killing it in the chat. You're keeping me and Scarlett on our toes.
Yeah, but then we still got these things, right?
I know.
Keeping the possible area. And then this one was the one that you guys were telling us about. They came out with a much more clearer shot of it. So you can kind of see that shape sort of being made. Some say it's kind of like the talisman, perhaps.
Hi, Mystic. How are you, sweetheart? Mystic is one of our awesome D&D players. He is also a gamer over there on Twitch. He plays some Final Fantasy. How are you, honey?
Yes, welcome everybody and Saggy Star for joining us. See, Xavier says
Oh,
Fatima
awesome.
is
Jeremy said he's
birthing
going to
the
drop them in the Discord. Thank you, Jeremy.
awesome. Xavier says Fatima is birthing the chromonomical thing in the painting in her and Ellis's room. Ooh. Birthing something. Let's see what else we got. Glue Guns and Roses says, I don't think Hellraiser's siblings means anything in the grand scheme of things. I think it's just another visual like the crows that look creepy. That is possible. They definitely like to give us a lot of imagery to just sort of like mess with us, or at least to give a feeling or emotion, or just who knows, right? No, can't wait to find out though. And yes, so that is Henry's address house. So that's very interesting. Like I said, I don't know exactly where. I know y'all said that's where there's a hidden picture. I don't know where was it hidden at. Was that was that in Maine? I don't know where. I have to go. I have to go tell me about it some more later in the Discord after, guys. If you would like to hang out with us after, let's see what else we got. Yeah, she has the red hat, so it's pretty sure that she will be getting. Well, actually, I know they both kind of have a red hat, but I'm pretty sure she's the one with the redder hat, so she's probably going to be the one to get that bear trapped. That sucks, right? That's their medic. They can take their medic out. That's messed up. Angel says, I think the address to Henry's house had 5 digits, not 4. Oh, okay. Now let's say, because it looked very similar to, I wasn't sure if it was the date or an address. Especially, I have to go see. Let me see. I think I still have those screenshots as well. Pull them up and see that address. And that was in episode 1. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see. Open.
Oh, thank you. Nick L confirmed that 1597 is the address on Henry's house.
Well, I know a lot of people are saying that in the chat. I was going to see. I'm going to look at the lunchbox and stuff and see real quick. I was pretty sure. I mean, that's why I was asked if it was the address, because it sounded familiar. Yes, it is just 1597. There you guys go. Let me see. I'll bring the screenshot up too. I got too many tabs open. Hang on. I got like 20 screenshot folders.
I'm sorry. I am so useless.
No, you are not useless. But yes, there it is. There it is. 1597. Let me see. Burr Street. Mousetrap. The food is the cheese. Yes, it is in the lunchbox. And there it is. We miss you too, honey. We will be back to D&D real soon.
Yes, as soon as Lindsay and Jim get settled, we will be back on the D&D gameplay.
Maxim Tommy asks, is there any way to have access to those pics? And which ones in particular? Because some of these I know we have in the Discords, whether it be mine or Jeremy's, or Reel's. I know Reel has some in his. Now, the one that they sent me, I can put in the Discord after we get done, or if you guys want to put it in the Discord, you guys are more than welcome to put any images in.
Yes, I created a channel under the From section that says, like, screenshots for the live.
I don't mean for the live, just as a general. Like, if you guys want to put some in there to have access to, feel free to. There should be something in there for that. Let's see what else we got. I thought all trailers showed who got caught in the bear trap. Y'all not watch them? I should read the rules for this chat, so I don't. No. We watched the trailers. I know there were still some questions as to if it was Christy or not. That was going to be the one in it. even I think after the trailer. I don't know if there was still question. Or I thought there was still question, but just seeing her with the hat for sure made me know. Now I haven't watched this. I watched this trailer for the next episode. Oh god, like what was it? Monday or Tuesday, but I didn't absorb it as much as I wanted to, and then I just didn't get back to rewatching it.
Yeah,
But
I watched it like once when Jeremy dropped it, but I have not like gone through it.
And yeah, and the spoilers we're talking about or would be things that haven't been necessarily officially released by MGM Plus for us. It'd be people who maybe had early access to episodes that are putting out images of the episodes that are sort of, or putting out things from the episodes that are not really supposed to be out there yet.
Yes.
For the average fan, so to speak.
Yes.
Otherwise, if it's something that has already been out, like anything from the episodes or even the about the trailer for the next episode, that's I would say fair game at this point.
Yes. Oh, you guys are freaking killing it. I'm trying to keep up as best as my eyeballs will let me.
Robert says the hidden image of the house with the monsters and date is very similar to the house drawing in the opening credits with the monster upstairs in the house. Absolutely is. It does actually. Oh man, I don't have that one with me. But yeah, it definitely does look like it. I know which one you're talking about, actually, Robert. And that one, oh, hang on, too many tabs open. That one definitely does remind me of it. Let me get back to that house. There it is. And when it's talking about, yeah, the upstairs, downstairs, like kind of chasing monster sort of shadowy figure, which we see the shadowy figures being not just painted in the kids' drawings, we see those also in Miranda's paintings. So these shadow creatures, which side are they on, Dana? We don't know.
And it's two of them. What if they are on opposite sides?
Mm-hmm. Definitely possible.
So I'm not too sure.
If you look in the lunchbox, it says the address is 15. Matter of fact, I just have it up. That should be the address to his house. That was the address she followed.
Oh,
yeah, in the real world, it would be
math.
Huh?
I said we got Bill D doing math.
Mm-hmm.
15, yeah. I got it. 1597 plus 1 divided by 47 equals 34.
Just saying, it doesn't mean anything. Just saying, you know.
We need one of those clips with the numbers just going off beside someone's head while they're just counting.
But yeah, that on the lunchbox, that is Victor's address, and Henry's house is the same address as that's how she found Henry. It was through the lunchbox with the address, and it was 1597 Burrow Street, Camden, Maine.
Oh, you know what poll you could put up if you want to do another one of your awesome polls?
Sure, what we got?
Do we think Tabitha or Henry is going to be in that ambulance?
Alrighty, let's see.
I'll take over while you... That will be interesting. Let's see what everybody says about that. Let's see what we got. Oh, Chicago Me Gaming said it also gives us a flash flood warning. Image in the images that they're interesting. I know we've seen images of the possibility of being a flood at some point. Was there a flood? Is there going to be a flood? I don't know, but I know in either season 1 or 2 we did see drawings of what looked to be like a flood. Then we have Glue Gun and Roses saying, chat, didn't they show a newer trailer showing obviously who gets trapped? Or am I making up stuff in my head again? And headcanon. I'm not too sure. Showed who got trapped, meaning whoever got stuck in the bear trap, or possibly one of them, whoever, if they tried to trap a monster. Then we have Margie M. Hello, my darling. She says, that behind the scenes trailer Jeremy dropped pretty much confirmed it was Christy. That trailer has since been released to the public. Yes, it has. I lost my spot. There we go.
Okay, and the poll is up, you guys.
Yes. Let's see. I'm interested to see what you beautiful, friendly brains think. Do you think one of them is possibly in that ambulance? I don't know. I'm with Jeremy with the whole, I really don't want it to be Tabitha because I feel like she has to, like, too soon. It's too soon. They haven't given us enough meat to that story for it to be Tabitha. But I would be okay if it were Henry and Henry kind of reveals that, yes, Tabitha is in the outside. I would be okay with something with that, like that. But I'm hoping it's not Tabitha. Because then what? Why was she sent away? Like, is serious?
Maybe, like I said, the only thing I can think of, maybe Henry's going to tell her something in this next episode before that's going to be kind of like the key to it, or at least a piece to help her figure out the next clue or something.
Yes.
See what else we got. That drawing definitely represents Henry's house, his address. If so, perhaps this image symbolizes the evil entity can reach out to the real world via nightmares. Yes, I like it. Again, because we know Miranda was being plagued by visions. What's to say the kids weren't? Maybe there's something more to the family. Like you said, Dana, bloodlines. Who knows?
True. And tinfoil hat time. What if Henry is not who we think he is? Right? And Henry is something fighting to get back into Fromville for some reason. And, or like, I don't know. I'll take my tinfoil hat off now.
Leave it on. I like it.
I'll put it off to the side just for now.
See what we got. 40 Stephanie says, I think it's beginning to look a lot towards a religious cult. The falling angels, talismans are considered religious or magical. Yes, definitely like the cult vibes. I got kind of the sort of trifecta of Greek gods that sort of dwell in the underworld. I sort of like their flavor with this, especially some of the cults or religious groups that were sort of worshipped and practiced under them, and including Dionysus. You get the what is it, the and Persephone with the Elasian mysteries and sort of the Orphic hymns and stuff, and how they describe these different sort of rituals that they do in order to invoke these gods. And some of these rituals, especially I think the ones with Dionysus, have to do with madness and sort of the way that they go through it in order to kind of like fix themselves. I think it was really weird. They have some really weird rituals and stuff out there that kind of like give you a little note to what might have happened in From. But yes, definitely some cult ritual vibes. Juan Solar says, I don't think Henry will be in the ambulance. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly is hoping that they both are not, but it's looking like they coming back. I'm not too happy about it. But I'm hoping she got something about the children being bad or the boy in white being bad. Give us something so she knows who to go after. Let's see what else we got. If there's a flood, Boyd will find a boat and save the main cast. Well, yes, when is this boat coming, Dana? We've seen stuff of boats and rivers and lakes. Where are the ships?
It's gonna be interesting because we only saw like the little edge of that lake. I really hope somebody's thinking about going to the other side.
It's definitely still up in the air.
Yes.
There's what? What happened to the poll? There's no non. Oh, I didn't do non. Oh, I did both. I didn't do any.
It's okay.
Dang it.
Damn it.
Well, we'll redo the polls another time. Let's see if we. Dang it! I did one or the other or both. Dang it! I didn't do none. It's okay. We'll be do. Thank you. We'll make sure we do better next time.
Yeah. Yes.
No, you're right. I did miss that. Dang it. Well, so far, let's see who's winning out of the choices that we're given. Both. It looks like most of you guys are saying out of the choices given, both. If we were to choose between Tabitha, Henry, or both, you guys were saying both.
Interesting. Both? Good. Interesting, chat. Interesting. That's going to be a lot of people in that ambulance, though.
Mm-hmm.
You got a cop. You got two EMTs and 2 people in the back.
I mean, it's possible. I didn't pay attention to how big it was. You know,
one could be sitting and riding along with the other. That could be. Could be. A cop could be joining them because Tabitha was a missing persons and they want to question her. So that gives a reason for the cop to get into the rig.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, especially because Tabitha's, but she was on the run. Jane Doe.
Yeah.
They was trying to find out who she was and stuff. So yeah, cops, if she was definitely in the wreck, they might be able to be like, hey, wasn't she the one that escaped the hospital? Handcuff her ass.
Get her.
Handcuffed her to like yeah. Oh, it'd be so messed up too, because if the ambulance comes in at night, she's handcuffed. That's what he's got to save. All right, we got to stop talking. I already try to think about this episode. Oh no, it can't be. Damn sure wouldn't be chosen. Not anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's so. If Tabitha does come back to From, I'm gonna be really, really confused because I don't feel like she's had her aha moment yet. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, okay, she found the paintings, she found Henry, but like, I'm still waiting for the aha. Like, oh, that's why he sent her out. Oh my goodness.
Oh, you don't remember? She said, "Oh my God, I seen this too." That was the aha moment. Tabitha showed it to us. She was like this. She was all like, "Hang on,
seeing things."
Hang on, let me get down. Where was it? Where she's like, "Oh my God, I see this." I think it's somewhere around here. Wait, dang it! I meant to press play. Not the back button. Oh my God, there it is. See. Oh my God.
Yeah, but she's just oh my God, and because it's the children.
She said it was.
I know. I'm just saying. I don't mean it's a really oh my God moment. I was making fun of Tabitha.
You're teasing me. Stop teasing me, Scarlett.
She said, "Oh my God." She did. It was her oh my God moment. No, did I? She was oh my God, Dana. What do you mean? But yeah, guys, said we got lots to look forward to in this next episode.
I know Papa Socks was asking me something. Where'd he go?
Oh, right here.
Oh, I can't see. What does that say?
All right, he says, you said you are a Dungeons and Dragons fan. Could you see a From version board game constructed after the show ends based on the historical aspects shown in the show?
Well, it's actually very funny that you asked that question. I actually do know another DM who has actually made a From version of. He has put them in a From inspired scenario in his game. So yes, you can very much turn from into something for Dungeons and Dragons. Well, I do it for my players, probably not, because we are currently in the middle of a campaign. But yes, I would so make a From inspired one shot. But I do
I
know.
will play it because that means because you've been like the game master already, and the game's already rigged.
But yes, I actually do know another DM who actually did a From inspired campaign.
That's pretty cool.
Yes, he's not the first person to ask me about that.
I mean, you know, I think there's people out there probably created a Dungeons and Dragons game based off almost anything at this point.
You pretty much can.
I would imagine From would be on the
You
list.
pretty much can. But yes, I do know somebody who is currently hosting a From campaign type of setup. He doesn't stream it. He's just a regular person. But yes.
Juan is asking, so accident occurs and the ambulance gets warped to Fromville with Henry, Tabitha, Acosta, and Red Shirt EMT in it. I mean, I'm not 100% sure on that. That's just the way it's sounding as if like she's coming back. And I know it's a big question if she's going to be in the ambulance or not, because we do see that ambulance when she walks out. And I know Parkland Media had hit on this, that it's the same ambulance. I'm sure some of you other guys have caught that as well. That's just, I know I had seen that on his page. That's where I'd seen it. And so they definitely are trying to hint at that ambulance possibly being the reason that she comes back. Now, is that? I don't know.
Oh, no. But speaking of Parkland Media, he will be one of our panel guests this Monday, where he will be added to our awesome lineup of guests that are going to come through for our content creator discussion panel. And also the movie blog will be joining us this Monday. So we're going to have 2 new brains to go over this new episode with. So I hope you guys join us on Monday for our next creator episode. It's going to be fun.
Oh, yeah. I know. I can't wait. We'll have a new episode to talk about and lots of hopefully new discoveries with Victor possibly digging about. There's lots of things. He's off on a mission. Ethan can't find him, doesn't know where he's gone.
Yep. And I know we also have the PT channel that is going to be coming on at some point. We have Fate Decided that is going to be coming on, I believe, the following Monday. I'm also in talks with trying to work something out with the awesome, amazing Fromland, one of the original minds behind From content. So we have a bunch of creators. The Watchers on the Wall is another husband and wife duo, I believe, that we're working on getting to come on. So we have a lot of content creators that are going to be coming on to talk some From with us in the future. So stay tuned, guys.
Awesome. See what else we got. Bill D says there better be a darn good reason for all these people coming into Fromville from Camden, Maine, right? What's with Camden, Maine? Is it attachment to From? I thought so until our guy told us, that you could find it anywhere, basically, and it's nowhere all at the same time kind of deal. Now I'm like, dang it just could connect to no town. All right. Rethink the theory.
Stop, rewind, play.
Woodrow says, so where do you think the boat Abby brought him was located? I don't know. What is she? Well, I know the one she bought. I don't know if they were going to, if it was already where it was supposed to be, or if they were going to go pick it up, or if it's going to just end up in From. We don't know. Nick Ellis says Mary Popkins fanny pack. Maybe she's packing. She got everything. We talking about fanny pack granny. She got it all. She got it all, Dana.
I wouldn't be surprised if she's got something hidden in that fanny pack.
I know, right? Let's see what else you guys are saying. The pictures are part of the prophecy. The interpretations of visuals would be misinterpreted. Do you read old fantasy? People have visions or see the future, but it is rarely. And yeah, this show definitely showing a lot of sort of imagery that could be seen as prophecy or just visions in general. And it even in the show seems to be, I don't, a little bit, not so much rare, but I'd still say sort of a rarity. Like the way they talk about only certain people can really connect and see these things. And so it's definitely something to look at. Let's see what else we got.
I know it's like so much, so much. But I don't know about you, Scarlett. But I am so hoping that this episode we're gonna get a little more on Christopher. I want to start. I'm hoping we get something this season to give us a little more of a backstory on Christopher. Doesn't have to come this episode, this upcoming episode, but I would hope that they give us a little more when it comes to Christopher. What about you? What are you kind of looking forward
Well,
to?
yeah, I mean, I can't wait till we get to see. I mean, we see in one of the the first trailers they put out before the season, we see something that may look like Christopher with the doll. So yeah, I can't wait to see where we're gonna. I thought something that he was gonna dig up originally, Victor, was gonna be something from Christopher. I'm not so sure about that now. Because I think they said there was like a suitcase. So it still doesn't mean it's not something about Christopher.
I know one of the theories, right, was that he might actually be pulling up the actual real dummy.
Yeah. But see, I'm not so sure anymore because like I also thought that maybe Jade would take it back with him, and that means that wasn't in the caves.
True. I don't know. I don't know. But this is going to be just a wild ride of a season.
Oh yes, and with only 25 hours to go, as Betrayed King says, it's just counting down the hours.
I know I feel like this week went by fast. I feel like this week went by really fast, and I don't know if it's finally because we have a show that we're like waiting for, and like we finally got that anticipation back that we haven't had in a really long time. And like I feel like we were just talking. I feel like we just watched last week's episode.
Yeah, like we're still really looking at it and dissecting it and truly like trying to take in last week's episode still while we're getting all this sort of new stuff for the next episode.
Yes.
Glue Guns Roses says, do y'all think Christopher is a big piece of the puzzle? I hope Jade isn't doomed to the same fate. And yes, Christopher definitely has a part to play. Looking at him sort of now in the same way of the soldiers being maybe a past chosen that he's seeing.
Possibly.
Oh, let's see. Delilah says Christopher used to be Victor's friend and then turned bad. Yeah, he seemed like Victor sort of liked him at first and then something happened. He started trying to ask these questions, going after the symbol, and he changed. And Chicago made gaming and media says, I believe we will get something on Christopher. Definitely a possibility. Definitely. Bill D says another idea might be this. Tabitha says OMG upon seeing a painting of her bracelet. Oh, did she? Oh,
Like she'd been chosen.
What did she say? Did she go, oh my God, because she saw the bracelet?
She said it was a place.
I don't know. Was there a bracelet over there? Oh my God, I need to see more images, Dana.
You got the working eyeballs. I wouldn't have any idea. I go when it comes to drawings and images and stuff. I go based off of you making it big for me to see. So there's no way I would have spotted a bracelet.
I didn't see one, but it's possible. Quan says, you think the accident will be done on purpose? Ooh, that is a good question.
Hi, Crazy Mad.
You want me to highlight him?
Yes, you can highlight him.
Okay. He talked about Stofus.
It's okay. I'm in too good of a mood to pay attention to him. I still love his crazy ass anyway. Because I know we're also going to work something to get Crazy Mad on here. Because I know he's dying to come talk some from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know she says it when she picks up the Delcina says she said OMG when she picked up the picture of the boy in white. She says that quite a few times, I think, throughout. She said it a second ago as soon as she saw the children. She's like, oh my God, I've seen that before, or something like that. And then she goes through, just like, oh my God, oh my God.
Did anybody look to see if there's a bracelet on that big picture of the boy in white?
I'll bring it back up. Let's see. I gotta bring back the screenshots. Let's see. It was towards the end. I don't remember if. Now, are you saying with the boy in white or on one of them next to the boy in white? Where were you trying to find it? The bracelet, Dana? Oh no. I might have lost Dana for a second. Oh, I don't see one on this image per se. Let's see what else we got. Gail says, what if all of them are chosen? We saw that when they actually speak to each other, we learn new things. If they all unite, they could end the cycle. That is possible. Definitely possible. See what else. Delilah says, I wonder if Christopher got to from on the day that 2 cars arrived like Jade. It's definitely a possibility. I don't think they ever confirmed any of that, so it is possible. Uh-huh. Oh my gosh. Yes, it is. It is this. It's a slight inside joke, but yes, it is the vein of Dana's existence as an Italian. Stofers.
Yes, I am Italian. We only eat homemade lasagna in my house. Stouffer's does not cross the threshold, and Crazy Mad thinks Stouffer's is better, and he breaks my heart. He breaks my heart. Breaks my heart.
Oh, okay. So let me see. Back to the one that has the lighthouse on it. What's that one? So this one is a different lighthouse. And I can see what y'all are saying. It doesn't quite have it's different. I want to say it's slightly different because we don't see the windows on it and maybe even the stone structure, or at least the coloring is different. What I found even interesting is like the fact that these are all at night. Like it's showing the diner at night. It's showing, again, we get the moon. We get the moon in the lighthouse. We get the moon with the tree that's sort of behind Tabitha back here, sort of illuminating the tree, and even possibly one of the like signs of the F little notion over here. Possibly it could just be branches and I just see the F sign symbol. But this sort of notion of the moon being prominent in the nighttime of some of these images was very interesting.
Yes. Well, in the very first episode, when Fatima takes Julie to look out the window, the moon is very much right there.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely think that it is definitely a nod to something. But I saw that we had somebody asking August Lifeson. Did I say that correctly? Sorry if I totally butchered that. He asked, when is the next episode? The episode will air tomorrow night at midnight if you are an MGM app. Like you have the MGM app. They release it around midnight. And I know we will be doing watch parties on our own devices within the Discord. And I believe JH is possibly or probably going to be playing the episode at midnight when it comes out. And then for regular people who just watch it on TV, it's Sunday nights at 9 p.m. on MGM.
Yes, and Jeremy will also be holding a watch party Sunday night in his Discord as well. If you guys want to go check that out, I know we'll be there.
Kiwi's going to be sharing the episode.
And yes, MGM Plus, and you can get on Amazon Prime. Absolutely. Let's see what else you guys were saying. We scroll back up just a little bit.
Scarlett, I just have to run and let me go outside.
No worries. Maxim says, remember when the boy in white pushed Tabitha looking a bit evil? Is he good or bad? Or are there both kinds of entities here? He had already told Sarah to lead Boy into the tree to meet the chain man. Yes. Boy in white, a big mystery. Is he good? Is he bad? I have gone back and forth many a times. Mostly I will probably venture towards him being bad up until when he released Tabitha. And that to me was sort of a weird thing I kind of went back and forth on as well. But then I thought, okay, well, he's obviously sent her on a mission to find something, but he definitely has a mystery about him. God, I don't know. I want to say he's bad. But then again, this is a place that is kind of different from what we normally perceive. So is good and bad even really a thing here? In a sense, like, yes, there's good and bad, but as far as the entities are concerned, are they really good or bad? I mean, I know Dana will be able to hit on it a lot more when she gets back about, and I'll bring it back up for her as well, because I know she has some things with Lost and how Lost works in a similar way when it comes to good and bad, and how it is really the boy in white for me is still up in the air. I want to say he's bad, but then I don't know. He's very, he just, why did he say the kids were there other than to get her out? Which makes me think, then are the kids bad? If he's trying to kind of trick Tabitha, who is sort of going for the kids to save the children when the children aren't even there, then would that make the children bad? If the boy in white is sort of trying to save her from going down that path, and then like, hey, we push you out the window so you can really see what is going on here, and then I'll bring you back so you can fix it. I don't know. All possibilities for sure. Juan says the boy in white's trapped too. In my opinion, he needs help from people. It's very much so a place of trapped souls. Let's see what else we got. And again, thank you all for hanging out with us this lovely Friday night or morning or Sunday, depending on, or Saturday, I should say, depending on where you are in the world. And we had a question, Dana.
Sure.
And he was asking. Hang on, we go right back up. Like that. Dang it! I should have started. How did I mess myself up so bad? But essentially asking about the boy in white, and do you think he is good or bad? If there's even good, and I just kind of took it into what is good and bad, right? And I know you kind of have some thoughts on that with Lost.
Well, because if anybody who knows Lost, we know that the main two big bad, you call them whatever you want, were Jacob and the Man in Black. Mm-hmm. And if you look at both their stories, you can consider both of them possibly good and both of them possibly bad. There is no definitive side in Lost. You have one person saving or trying to take care of the light of the island, but he did a lot of bad things to do that. So yes, even though he was looking out for something good, can you get away with the intent if the intent does something bad? So can we look at that at like the boy in white? Like, yes, we haven't necessarily seen him do relatively good things or relatively bad things. So we don't know what his cause is yet, though. Is he trying to keep something from getting out of from? Is he trying to keep something at bay and from? We don't know why he is doing the things he's doing. I can see him as both as of right now. Because if he is trying to get Tabitha out because he wants to save someone, save something, could you call it good? Yes, but then we could look at what he did to Boyd, tell him to go into that faraway tree, and now people think that he set him up. So I don't know. I don't know. But he very much could be a Jacob type character, and he very much could be a Man in Black type character. But I don't necessarily, as of right this moment, think he's either good or bad.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing something, but I don't know for what he's doing it yet for.
Yeah, I did do both. I did neutral. So I just said both. I went neutrals. I thought to me neutral was going to be
Neutral is good. Yeah, that is your D&D hat being put on.
I should have just said both. But there is a poll up for you guys if you would like to vote on the boy in white and where you stand.
Yes, Scarlett, killing the polls tonight. Killing it.
Well, it was asked by our good friend Woodrow, so let's have it. We have the boy in white poll up. Let us know where you stand. And
What
so
about
far,
you,
it looks like
Scarlett? What do you
neutral's
think?
doing good. Neutral's hanging in about 50%.
What do you think, the boy in white? Do you think he's good or bad?
Oh yeah,
or
that's what I was telling him. That's what I was telling him a second ago. Is I waffle back and forth. I want to say he's bad, but that's only just because of the fact that then does that mean the kids are bad? Because he kind of like tricked Tabitha and he tricked Boyd in a sense. Got Boyd to kind of get the cicadas going. Like I don't understand the end goal here, so it makes me think he's bad.
Yes,
but I go back and forth. And then that's what I said. It's kind of like what you say with Lost. Is he, the ends justify the means, neither good nor bad, sort of a neutral character there to keep things sort of in order.
It's going to be interesting, though, to see. I'm hoping we get a little more sway one way or the other, but he could be either or, but we don't know what he is, whether he's protecting something, whether he's trying to stop something from we don't know what it is, or if he wants to escape himself and it's him behind everything. So I don't know.
Well, good morning, Miss Jen Jen.
Hey, Jen Jen.
I hope you are having an awesome morning as you get ready for work. Thank you for stopping by and saying hey. If you are ready for the next episode, as we have been putting it up in the chat, I know BK and Jeremy have been letting us know we are around, 24 and a half hours till next episode? Almost 24 hours.
About that.
Chicago made Gaming Media says, I still believe Eloise never got out. And yes, where is Eloise? Where is she?
Where is she? We still now have no idea. Now that we know that Miranda is the one who painted the paintings, and all we know is that she left the root cellar that night and has yet to be seen. I personally think that she was captured by something. I think she's still within from, but she's being held prisoner. That's my little thought on Eloise.
Yeah, I don't know where she is. I mean, this whole time prior to the season, I just thought that she was, in this town, Tabitha, like a lot of you thought we were going to find her somewhere, whether it be through just her wandering, Tabitha wandering through the town. Maybe she finds her through the police station, or maybe she goes by like a local town hall or something looking for records on the town, finds an article, realizes this is where Eloise is, whether it be a mental institution, some pathway to Eloise through this town. And we never really got that. So I'm still waiting to see. I'm hoping maybe she asks about Eloise, because Tabitha's knows of Eloise, right? She's the one that knows. She knows that he had a sister. She's not going to ask or say, oh, I guess she doesn't want to mention. Well, I don't know. Why would she not? Would she not want to mention, well, what happened to Eloise? She made it out, right? Or she just doesn't know, so she doesn't want to mention it. A lot to question. Papa Sock says, I think he's neutral, like a game piece that's used by both entities within From.
Oh, so he could be like a Richard Alpert.
Possible.
That's very interesting. Oh, Papa Socks, I like that. That's I never put him in that bracket before. Oh, you just blew my mind.
There you go. That's what we love about this community. Get together, start chatting. You just never know what you come up with. Get going.
Oh, Papa Socks.
Woodrow says, I think the fact that Eloise's pics were in Christopher's car foreshadowing her fate. Was that Christopher's car? I thought that was that Christopher's car? Oh, I'm trying to remember now. I thought, for some reason, my brain wants me to think that was Victor's mom's car he found him in, but it could have been Christopher's car.
When I had a thought and it was proven wrong, my Facebook friends actually posted the picture of Christopher's car. So it's the little red one that I believe were the ones that held Eloise's drawings.
Yeah, that's what Woodrow was saying. That's why I was asking. I was like, I couldn't remember. So he's asking where the fact that Eloise's pics were in Christopher's car foreshadow her fate. Did Christopher get her?
We don't know. But now that would be some crazy shit, right, guys? If Christopher's still alive and he still has had Eloise this whole time.
I mean, that this show would just do about anything. I mean, we got them fucking, like, this episode fucked with them so hard, like fucked with Kenny with the jukebox, right? Like that was a major, like, malicious stab. And then we get Victor's Elgin's father. There you go. But then we get the phone call, right? Totally fucking with Jim. Like, whoa, what? It's a baby talking to you on the phone. He's just, like 6, 7 now. Grows up so fast in From.
I know.
So they messing hard with people. Like, could you imagine if Victor sees like the ghost of Eloise or something popping off? I'm done.
Well, we do know that we've seen whatever use ghosts and stuff, if you want to call them ghosts. I don't know what you'd want to call them. But if we were to see Eloise as a ghost, would that confirm for you and you guys in the chat that she were in fact dead? Because we've only ever seen people who have died being used. Father Kotri, Tom, Abby. We've only seen forms of people who we know are dead. So if Victor or a ghost of Eloise were to pop up, or an image of Eloise, would that confirm for you guys that she was dead?
I don't know. I mean, when they show the flashback, it might confirm it. We get that good flashback, or we just find her. And I know some of you guys are saying, let's see, Bruno Mendez says, pretty sure Tabitha is Eloise, but she got adopted and oppressed her first name. Yeah, I think that wasn't, was it Taryn that was talking about that too? I'm trying to remember, because I know, yes, I want to say I heard that from...
I believe that's one of the ways Taryn was going, that Tabitha was Eloise, but
Mm-hmm.
he's got a lot going on, so I can't. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah, I know. I just said I thought I heard that from him as well. I was trying to remember where everybody whose all's theories is where, because a lot
Yes,
of you guys
I
got a
do
lot of good
believe you
theories
said
out
something
there.
like that.
And I mean, I would see it if it wasn't for the fact of like Tabitha doesn't seem the same sort of nationality as, or not nationality, but like she seems like she's got more Spanish roots than Eloise would have. And even when all right, so when Tabitha called her mom seemed to have that same Spanish influence. It
Yeah.
wasn't as if it was an adopted parent. And I don't think Tabitha. It doesn't sound as if Tabitha is sort of like it seems natural. It's not like she just learned this secondhand. It's as if she was born with those family roots.
Yes, I personally don't buy those theories of Eloise being Tabitha's mom or Eloise being Tabitha. I personally just that's not one of the theories that I believe. But who knows?
I mean, it's still possible. I
It
didn't
is.
see
If,
it completely
especially if they
myself.
start dabbling in time travel and time stuff, then yes, I could definitely see that being a possibility.
Hmm.
But for me personally, I just don't think that's one of the ways they're going to go. I don't think they're going to go the dark route, like the TV show Dark. I don't think they're going to do something like that.
Hmm. Ooh, sister's one of the monsters. Oh, did they turn her? Poor Eloise. Oh,
I
what did
know
they
somebody in
do?
the chat was saying that what if Eloise is now a monster? Who who knows?
See what else you guys are saying. Lord Ravener says, "Where's Eloise? No dead body in Fromville, but she also didn't go home. Did the lighthouse drop her in Wyoming at 10 years old? It is possible. Where did Eloise go? It's the biggest question. Where is she? Because I was for sure we were going to get her before Tabitha goes back in down the rabbit hole. And there's no Eloise. Everybody's saying Tabitha's going back down the rabbit hole. The chick needs to be popping up somewhere.
Shit, at this point, if we're just, throwing darts at a dartboard, Eloise could be Kimono Lady for all we know.
No, what is she? Well, I don't know though, because she was.
I'm Jade right now. I'm just throwing darts at the board and
Because I was almost going to say yes until I thought about it for a split second. I'm like, well, that's possible. Wait a minute. Wait, no. We already established that when you die, you don't get to be like 20 years later older. We did that with Tim or with their baby on phone call. He was a baby when we confirmed he was like a few months old, 6 months at the most. He can't be sounding like a toddler or 5-year-old or 7-year-old. I don't know what
that's
the
weird.
means
That's
in
weird.
being
I
out of
don't know
Komodo
how they
lady
would
per se, but it's
age
possible.
the baby up just I don't know. I don't know, but I think the baby was that baby Thomas on the phone sounded too old for the Thomas that they said died.
Mm-hmm.
Unless babies under a year old have fully talk like that. I don't know. I'm not a mom. I don't have babies. I don't know how it works. So you're gonna have to guide me a little more than that. At like 8 months old, was your daughter talking like that?
No.
I
I mean,
don't
she was
remember
walking.
any of my
She was
nephews
pretty
talking
much
like
starting to
that.
walk when she was around that old. I mean, she started walking early, but she didn't. Wasn't a lot. I mean, there was little thing, but not nothing like that. Nothing like that. It was not having full on sentences like talking to me like, "Hey, Dad, it's
Yeah,
me."
right. What's up, Dad?
I'm like, "Whoa."
It's me.
Papa Sock says Eloise is part of the Revelations 1, 2, and 3. I bet, in my honest opinion. Then Henry hasn't mentioned Eloise in show. Hang on, I was reading it from the other side. This StreamYard's went up on me. Then Henry hadn't mentioned Eloise in show up till this point for a specific reason, and we can't trust Victor's memory either. No, we cannot. So yes, that's what I said. He ain't mentioned her. Tabitha hasn't mentioned her. Why is there no mention of Eloise? Get all about Miranda. Hear all about Victor. Don't really hear too much about Eloise.
I
PM
know.
says Eloise is season 4. I think they will all go to another time, and Eloise will be there, all grown up. She went to the. Oh no! Let me scroll down. Did you put another? No. Went to the where? To the what? Just like the show, PM. You're killing me. Where she went to?
The suspense. The suspense.
Chicago Made Gaming and Media says, is she in that new area and was walking in that? Are we talking about the village and walking around that area? Maybe. I mean, I was hoping to see Christopher there or Martin, like to confirm if Martin was like a real thing or not. Because we don't ever see Martin again. He wasn't real. He was an entity.
I know. But also, we see other cabins though too. I thought in the one of the trailers we saw another cabin besides the little hunting type cabins that we saw. I thought we saw a bigger cabin in one of the scenes.
I know it just showed like the different
still
cabins. I don't remember if it showed bigger ones. Hang on, I'm looking at these without. Bring those back up and see. Are you talking about in these shots? Or
no, it was like a side shot, and I thought maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just bugging out. Like it looked like it was a bigger cabin, and that somebody was like it was like a lived-in cabin. But maybe I'm wrong. You know my eyeballs. Maybe I'm wrong. But I thought possibly that we saw another cabin on top of these.
This one and then this shot.
I don't know. Maybe I smoked too much, Scarlett. I don't know.
I mean, it's possible we didn't get like a full look. Is it this one? Oh wait, there's the fireplace thingy that's in the in Eloise in Miranda's drawings. That's that. That's what that. That's what that picture is, right? Am I fucking crazy? Hang on. God damn it! I got too many windows open, data. I need to go back. All right, let me see. Which painting was it? I gotta find the painting that I'm gonna try to do something here. You know what? I have it ready for next.
Here, you go ahead. I'll take over the chat. Glue Guns and Roses says Eloise was on the bus with Mari, but she died the first night and from the final destination. You can't escape death. She pinched Elgin to wake him up when they were on the bus. Remember? I don't remember that, but possibly could be. Let's see what else we got. Sorry, guys. It takes me a little second to read everybody's stuff. Yes, you are right. Maxim, Victor's father, never mentioned his daughter. Yep, he never mentioned her, never asked about her. He was just pretty much interested that Victor was alive. Let's see what else we got. Let's see. Bruno says when the revelations of Eloise existing, when the revelation of Eloise exiting, they put side by side Victor and her, both of them grieving the memory. I'm sorry, if I'm butchering what anybody is saying, please don't take it personally.
All right. You guys out there, try. I don't know if there's a better image of it. I mean, it's slightly better one, but do you guys remember this one. There's another one where you kind of see it a little bit better, but it's almost like that stone structure they show, and it's got like a little
Mm-hmm.
opening down here. I wonder if this is fireplace thing. I was trying to see if I didn't have a better image. But you see the stones, right? Little individual. And it's not quite the same opening, I know. That's why I was trying to compare. But man, dang it. I gotta get a better. Man, I need to find all the art gallery photos for sure of her paintings. I'm calling them art gallery photos at this point because they're just really reminds me of like walking into an art gallery and you see all these paintings. But I wonder if that's what that is. It's a fireplace. What is up with the fireplace?
Oh, interesting.
I'm curious. Is it this fireplace here?
Oh. Oh, possibly.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sitting here. I'm on the live. This is what me and Dan do. I'm looking at this photo and I'm going back. I'm like, is it the same as this stone structure? See behind our brains how they work. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get a better one of that one behind all this stuff. But I'm just curious because, like I said, we're starting to see some things. What does it mean? I don't know. Except Miranda saw a lot of shit. I mean, she saw this town. She saw the village. She saw everything. It's very, very interesting.
I know it's crazy that she saw so much.
I know. So this is all right. So they essentially got. Was this a building here? Just a fire pit outside they had for cooking? Maybe to help cook the meats or whatever. If this was a hunting camp of some kind.
Possibly. Oh, good night, Robert. Have a very good night, my darling. We will see
Robert.
you tomorrow.
We will be ready for the next episode to launch tomorrow night. Have some good fun with it. Let's see. Put some in the Discord. Which one? Trying to say, I think somebody was saying they put some more images in the Discord. I was just trying to see what you guys put in there. But yeah, that one's interesting. So Dale gets to come out of his hidey hole.
His hidey hole.
Which YouTube link doesn't work, sweetie? I can try to. Is it for her page? Which link? Or is it for Reels? They should work. Let us know which link is not working and we will try to repost it up for you guys.
Yes, my darling.
But yeah, guys, I really cannot wait. It's getting good. We got lots to look forward to and lots more mysteries to discover. So, with just over 24 hours to go till the next episode, who will get trapped in the little mouse trap? Who will survive? Who will end up in From? Will the boy in white ever be discovered as good or bad? Stay tuned to find out.
I know.
We're going to find out one way or another.
We sure are. And I can't wait for it.
I know.
Cannot wait.
Yes, and the bracelet, of course. And what's with the bracelet? Is it going to land anything greater? The second picture, Nick L says the second picture with the ghoulish children is a rock hut looking thing. Yeah, because it definitely looked like and I thought that too, then until I saw this fireplace thing and I was like, wait a minute. That reminded me of that other structure that we saw in the painting. So it definitely could be it could just be a little hut. Maybe we'll find the hut too. It could have been, I thought, it could have been where the talismans originated from, was the little hut that Boyd found. But then, like I said, I didn't even really pay attention to these screenshots until just like yesterday or the day before. I kind of went through and breezed them, but I didn't really focus on them that much. And then I was like, wait a minute, that looks just like one of them structures. And it's still it could very much so just be some other structure she painted. Maxim says, "What if, when Tabitha met Victor's father, she entered another layer of Fromville? After the accident, episode 3, she might discover she's been shifting between dimensions without truly escaping." And that is definitely possible because it's very strange. The boy in white was seemingly out and about with her. I still question if he was really, really there with her or not. But if he was out there, then that just opens a whole host of other questions. If he was able to get out, we know Miranda was getting visions before she went in. Was the boy in white part of that? Was he, did the acid trip have nothing to do with it? Just circumstance, coincidence. They just happened to do the acid trip, and the boy in white decided to come through the rabbit hole and tell him, "Hey, what's up, chick? You gonna get to come down the front?" I don't know. Was he the white rabbit? Was she Alice?
You just say, "Hey, I choose you. Come on down." Like The Price is Right.
And down the rabbit hole she went, in the Lake of Tears. Which, I mean, there's some Alice in Wonderland references there, right? Because he could definitely be the White Rabbit, the Lake of Tears. Like when Alice cried her little river of tears with all the little creatures and stuff. I don't know, man. That's what I love about From. You can just about attach anything to From if you really want to.
Pretty much.
So much. Awesome. So glad, man. Glad we could get that worked out. Bruno says, "Mousetrap. It's the demon girl lying down on the floor to distract the ambulance." Oh, that is the trap. Okay. Get the ambulance to stop and then attack. Definitely could be. Definitely could be. Yes. Episode 3. Here we come. With just a few hours. Well, a little more than a few. But it feels like a few hours, Dana. Because by the time we all sleep, get up, get going, it'll be here before we know it.
I know.
And we'll be back dissecting even more of this awesome show. Where will the pregnancy go? Where will Tabitha end up? Would the new town or village be prosperous, or is it a trap for the townies?
Huh?
Who knows? Will Elgin ever remember his dreams? All this and more.
on the next Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, wait, that's wrong show.
I was just seeing if people got that reference.
But yes, I cannot wait to dive into it with you all. And again, we will definitely, I know me and Dana will probably be up tomorrow night hanging out in my Discord, watching it on our own devices. And then I know all you guys are always ready to go chat about it. So we usually go jump over into Jeremy's to go hang out over there with all you guys and chat about the episode after.
Yep.
But so if you want to find us, that's where we will be at tomorrow night. But before then, before the episode airs, we will also be hanging out with our good friend Percy and kind of dissecting his brain a little bit and seeing what he's got to think about the show. Let him deep dive his theory and explain it all to us, so we can understand it and see where it takes us. I
can't wait to hear about the Fae with Percy, because I know he puts up a lot in the Discord, but I can't keep up with it.
I know you guys kill it every day.
I try.
Percy definitely killing it out there.
Hard to keep up with the Discord, but I can't. So I can't wait to just hear him talk about it.
Yes, I cannot wait to see where his lovely brain has taken him with all of his thoughts and theories on the show and all the lore he has discovered. Just see, I like the phase. I know he brought in about the light fruit. I think even he was. No, I'm sorry. I know Susie brought that in about Hecate, I believe. I don't remember. First, yeah. We have two.
Yes.
There's a lot of you guys that kind of hit on some of these things too. So I'm trying to remember who thought what, because a lot of you guys are killing it out there. But I can't wait. I really can't, because I like the Fae stuff. I think I dropped it around the time when we saw what's her name get the rod in the head, and I'm thinking, dang it, it was iron, so clearly it's not Fae. And I totally threw my Fae theories out the window at that point. but I'm ready to bring them back, or at least ready to look at them again with Percy and see where he took his and see what he discovered. But yeah, guys, I think we'll get ready to close it down with that. And like I said, we can't wait. I can't wait, Dana. Season 3. I feel like 2 episodes in, I feel like we're halfway through a season almost, without even being through like the 2 episodes. Because we've got so much in those 2 episodes. So where we're going to go from here, who knows? But we cannot wait to go down this journey, down the rabbit hole, with our tinfoil hats on, with you all. But until next time, keep them talismans up, ladies and gentlemen. Stay safe out there, Frumley. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Paint me a scene, city in color, the way that you see, the way you see it. Don't you wish that I could give you, I could give you everything. 1, 2, 3, and my heart is racing. Can't fall asleep, I got my mind in a throw. Weightless, floating through the day. Trust that I'll be okay. I'm happy alone, but a little waiting for you. Wait until you realize. Waiting for you. Wait until you realize. If you wanna run ahead, I'll meet you where the water meets the earth we cling to. If you wanna find the edge, I'll come too. I could run